Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. It is it's President's Day today, right? It's a holiday. It's a federal holiday. I didn't get mail today. I was supposed to get my new Pi-Star, whole Pi-Star I ordered on eBay, but now it's delayed till Wednesday, which I think it was actually supposed to come on Saturday. But anyways, I did get... And what's up, KB1UFI and Jake B? Travis, as always, good to see you in there. I did get my Pi-Star 2. I checked the back of it to look at the, make sure it was the right one. This is the one I bought off eBay on, what was it, Friday night I was off. Another thing, I don't know if you guys have me set up on Ham Alert. I'm working FT8, and it's raining outside right now. What I did is I took my InFed 8010, and hung it from my neighbor's tree that's hanging over my yard. Just like, I don't know, it's 8 feet up maybe. And I kind of tied it across a couple low hanging tree branches across my bushes in my backyard. Basically, I'm wrapped around my entire backyard. I can get out on 10, 12, 15, 20, and 30. I can't do anything above or below 30 right now. Meters for some reason. There's some matching issue and SWR problems that has arised to make it so I cannot get out on those bands. I don't know why. I may have to run a counterpoise on it or something like that, but I'm not sure or 100%. But at least I can kind of get out, and it only took me about 10 minutes to set up. So pretty happy about that. I'm going to get this Pi-Star here going. Let me get back to this main screen. So if anybody's new, welcome aboard. I'm going to get Let me see here. I got to get my Pi-Star going. I've not broken anything. Add more wire? Oh. More wire. Shit's wrapped around my house. So right now it says Raspberry Pi W Rev 1.1. This says on the back, which I don't think you guys will be able to see because my focusing on my camera's jacked up. Oh, actually you can. This says Raspberry Pi 02. And this is how I look after a long night. So Dan, dude, the guy that found the FU, did you ever get your general? I'm going to power this baby down and we're going to try to break something here. You guys are going to try to see me get frustrated. So we'll wait for that thing to power down. Dan, you are a major part of this channel here, buddy. It's great to see you in the chat. I hope you haven't been too busy. So as you know, apparently it looks like the correct one, but we'll see. I thought I had the correct one before. So now I know how to get this thing apart, so it shouldn't take as long. So I almost have it apart now. Oh, I got to take the antenna off like a dummy. I didn't take it off. So unlike before, I actually have this thing apart right away. Not too big of a deal. Let me take my my disc out, which is a major part of this. I wish I can show you guys. I should have had another camera ready for this. I wasn't planning on doing this live, but I just remembered that I didn't plug this thing in. Yeah, where is Sam? I see Hamstick Eric in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just dropped parts. Parts are going everywhere. Parts is parts. So I have the hat off right now. This is what she looks like right now. Not too big of a deal. Hopefully I won't put you in timeout there. Now I'm going to take off the Pi-Star off the case. Which shouldn't be too big of a deal. Which is now, it's off. Now I am putting the new Pi-Star, the Pi 2 or Pi W2. Jeffrey, what's happened, my brother? Dan. Dan's the guy that found the FU voice. I'll never forget Dan. Didn't I say my 7300? Was that you? One of them? So the board is now on the new board. Pi-Star board is now on the old case. So now all there is left to do is to attach the hat. And Eric, are you in SonoBus? Eric, you in SonoBus there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
This did not fit on here right.
I had it muted because I was snacking.
What were you eating? Taco Bell?
No.
No. Huh?
I've got some sour candy.
Ugh.
I know.
I'm not a big sour guy. No offense.
Yeah, I like sour stuff. This isn't like, it's only mildly sour. It was like sour fruit chews, and they're not really good.
So the hat is now on with the motherboard of the Pi-Star into my case. So we'll see how this goes here. Putting the case back on with the hat on top. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got to get closer. Holy crap, you guys can't see that because my thing is not autofocusing, so I apologize. There goes the robot for Sam there, since he's not in here yet. So Dan, you can see me on FT8 tonight, by the way. Come and get me. I'm on 30 meters.
You keep calling KA1 MXL back like 7,000 times.
Oh, well, he was calling me and then I lost him. You see me on 30?
Sure do.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm making it into the islands.
Wow. How's that guy gonna say it? Wow.
All right. Well, I hope this thing works. Hopefully I didn't break anything.
Yeah, I'm doing some noise testing. I just moved around my whole networking stuff, so I'm hoping it doesn't mess it all up.
All right, Pi-Star, I'm awake.
So far, it looks good.
So Dan, you did get your general? I know you were getting close last time. We chatted like 3 months ago. Oh no, you didn't. Come on, Pi. Come alive.
That doesn't make you a sad ham.
Okay.
That makes you a disappointed ham.
So here we go. It says Pi 02 Rev 1. Yay! I'm updated. Let's see if this is more snappier. Doesn't really seem like it, but
you know, if you get a couple more Pi 02Ws, you can cluster them all together and build the K6EGG supercomputer and track down the Smoking Ape's real name.
this is not letting me get on reflectors here. I preferably not want to know his oh, you know why? Did it change the IP address?
Seth, no, it's GregNet, or the EGG net, not Skynet.
Oh, this doesn't work. Let's see if I can get on reflector 1.
Now someone's calling me and they can't hear me.
Link to REF001 Charlie.
Okay, for some reason I cannot connect to my what if this thing changed my IP address?
It should still be like pistar.local or whatever.
Let's see if my IP address is the same. No, it changed it. Yep, it changed it. That's weird. I got a new IP address. Let me see here for a second. So this thing actually works. New wireless Mac.
Wait, you don't have it set up as a static address?
I did on my other one.
Yeah, you may have to reconfigure that.
I understand. I didn't. I thought the Wi-Fi came from the hat.
No, that's what the W and 2W means.
So the other two Pi-Star boards I used didn't change the address. How about that? Very strange, huh?
Very strange indeed, but not at all strange.
Well, I don't know why I didn't change the IP address on the last one. So it works. Let's see if it's a little bit. Let's see if I can get on 30 Charlie now.
Link to REF03.
It definitely seems a little snappier.
And I am 705 as well, and I love HF.
He loves HF. Oh, he's in Rhode Island. I need some Pawtucket, Rhode Island, too. I need some Rhode Island contacts. By the way, if anybody can see me on 30, please hit me up.
Like I said, I've been thinking about it and kicking the idea of getting a 705 around. They definitely seem like interesting radios. I have to go see it live somewhere.
I think it actually packs surprising performance. No,
okay, I got to bring something up today. All right, so I was listening to a local repeater. Let me turn this down because that's how I know this works. I was listening to a local repeater this morning, and I heard a fellow talk about how he hates FT8 on HF, yada, 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 which we all probably heard, whatever. I respect the opinion of Pound That. He goes on to say how, and I know this person, by the way, he goes on to say on how, trying to get on my router here. Hopefully, come on, remember my password. Fuck. Cannot get into my router. Great. Anyways, he goes on to say, it's not real radio because it's like electronics talking to electronics, yada, yada, yada. I get it. I understand. Then he goes on to say how he likes using DStar HF and sending pictures through it, which is data. I mean, data, whatever you want to say. I don't know. Just kind of weird. I mean, I get it.
But it's the radio, not the computer.
The radio.
What if the radios had had FT8 built in? Would he care then?
I don't know.
So, it's funny. A lot of people are like, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but there's a bunch of like CW operators that are like, I don't like FT8. It's just your computer talking to another computer. So I did the CW contest this weekend and I made more than 100 contacts and I don't know CW. It was just my computer talking to their computer.
Let's see if I can get in here.
Yeah, it was. I had a pretty good time doing the CW. It was actually a lot more fun than a sideband contest is.
Can't get into my router. I guess I'll deal with it later. Oh well. I just need to change up my actually I probably shouldn't do it on here. I need to change out my space in here. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I'm getting some stuff in my lights here. Some IP settings for my router. Oh well, I'll deal with it later. So you did a contest with CW and you don't know CW.
Yep.
It's like the locals here. To me, no code techs are real ham radio operators.
And the thing, it's not that I don't know any CW. I know most of the letters, but when you start stringing them together and like trying to start using them, like I know what a 599 is. I know what my call sign is. I know what CQ is. But when people are sending 24 words a minute, like I know my call sign and I know the exchange, and I tune the software in, and if I can decode their CQ like 3 times in a row, then I'll call them.
Speaking about 5.9 worldwide, you're gonna love this one. I texted you yesterday a photo of me working satellite yesterday. Right, I was working a satellite. I was legitimately working a satellite. Although
I told you 5.9 worldwide.
Well, it might have been CONUS worldwide. CONUS wide. I think I was on I don't think that satellite goes worldwide. I don't remember. I don't know which one it was, but I think it's just a CONUS one. Anyways, so I was at work and I wasn't working a ham radio satellite. I was on a CONUS satellite. The ironic thing, I was at UCLA, and I don't want to say the network on here, but the network was based like 2.5 miles away from where I was at. And generally they do this thing called a REMI or whatever, where like you connect with the studio and you send and receive audio and video signals. Generally that's through the internet, so there's less delay. But for some reason yesterday it was on a satellite. I don't know why. So I was using up a whole transponder of a satellite. And keep in mind, we're going up, what is it, 25,000 miles? Is that how far away the satellite is? By geosynchronous?
I think it's 25,000 miles nadir, which is straight down. So
like one way, right?
If you're not, yeah.
So basically, the signal traveled 50,000 miles to go 2.5 miles. And like literally, I can hear my voice come back through his microphone, through his setup, and it was like a 1.5 seconds delay.
A second, yeah.
It's like
so
that's a lot of.
It's like 22,000 miles, but that's on the equator, straight under it. Since you're at, what is it, 22 degrees, 23 degrees north. You do some triangle calculation. You're probably looking at 30,000 miles, and that's
One
if
way.
it's. Well, no, that's just to the satellite, and that's if it's on the same easting line as you. So if it's on a different line of latitude, you're gonna have to calculate that in. So you're probably looking at up, down, back. So up from you up to the satellite, back down. You're probably looking close to 70,000 miles, and then the data's got to go back the other way. So for you to have a conversation, you're looking at 140,000 miles.
So 1.5 seconds wasn't too bad.
No. Nope. Yeah, I used to have that kind of discussion. People would be like, hey, how come when I click a button, regardless of the speed of the internet, when I'm using, geostationary satellites, why does it take so long? And then I have to explain to them that the speed of light is only so fast.
There's physics involved. I don't want to, I'm not like ragging anybody how they do stuff, because I think they want to do it a certain way everywhere, and fiber optics is not available everywhere. So they want to have the same connection everywhere. So it's consistent to what they're doing. And I get it, but man, that's a lot of resources tied up.
So, and if you look at the speed of light, it's 186,000 miles per second. So with no transmission delays, if it's just a straight up bent pipe, there's no transverters, there's no routers, there's nothing. You're looking at probably 800 milliseconds just for your signal to get to the satellite back, then back up to the satellite and back down to you. Just the physics involved. Once you start adding in routers and switches, you add a couple more milliseconds.
Amazing.
Or video processing. Yeah, and there's probably things like you probably use different channels for audio and video. So there's probably some sort of buffer built in as well so that they can be synced.
Well, actually what they do is they embed the audio with the video, so it stays in time.
Okay.
I guess that's the best way I can describe that.
Okay, so it's the same channel and all that
Well,
good stuff.
within the video channel, like just say how I'm encoding this up to YouTube. I am sending along 2 audio signals that are with the stream, and they're matched to the video signal that's leaving my encoder. In this case, they can send multipath video because it's higher in equipment, and they can send 16 channels, I believe, of audio.
Okay.
So they kind of like pick and choose what they want to send on those channels. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I just thought that, I don't know why I came up, but I was on a satellite and we're checking stuff for like an hour last night. Where was I going here? Oh, that's what I need to do. I want to go to 344 Charlie. Let's see how fast this thing is.
2XL.
This is a little bit snappier.
4C.
Synchronize. And back in the day, in the old analog video days, timing video with audio was really difficult inside a TV truck. Because the way the old video signals worked is there was a subcarrier that had to be in time and in sync with every other video source. It would send along with a video signal. You might have seen the old vector scopes with the timing bar on it. Anyways, as far as sharing video feeds, if all the cables weren't exactly the same length or as close to the same length, the video would be out of time, and you would need a TBC, a time-based corrector for it, or frame sync. It would drop a frame out to sync it up to put a subcarrier along with it. So timing videos back in the day was really difficult. Now it's with the IP world, it's not as bad timing it, but there's a lot more delay to it. The other thing is, I wanted to bring up the Pi-Star thing again. I know I was mentioning how I wasn't getting the right stuff. I had 3 emails of people telling me, "Oh, I'll send you something. I'll send you something." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm not soliciting for anything. I can afford it, so I don't want to be like asking for stuff. So I appreciate it. Maybe you can send it to somebody that needs it, but I do appreciate you. And I'm trying to work somebody in New Mexico, which I've already worked before. Mark from the free state of Texas. Good evening. I'm also on 344 Charlie XLX. If anybody wants to jump in, I know you can't do that there, Mr. Hamstick. Are you? Yeah, you are Hamstick today.
Yeah.
You're not sad stick.
So, Greg, is there a number at the end of the satellite that you are using? I'm just kind of wondering what one it is. I have a guess.
Oh crap! I don't know. I don't
know if you're allowed to say or not.
I prefer not to say because I don't know. It's all that stuff's encrypted now, but it just. I guess it doesn't.
No, looking at the picture, I have a good guess at where it's at.
Yeah, time-based correctors would usually delay the video a little bit. Now everything's IP-based, and if you want to sync another TV truck up together, they have to be on the same. Crap, I forget what it's called. There's 2 ways you can send stuff. There's one, not Blackburst. Reference. So if something's at a reference with something, usually the color gets off. SMPTE? SMPTE is like the name of there's a particular cable called SMPTE. But my business, we do a lot of video sharing and audio sharing. So things get a little gnarly. We use MADI streams, and if the trucks aren't locked together, sometimes you get clicking and popping, so you got to bring it in another way. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I got Puerto Rico. Sorry, that's not Puerto Rico. That's Pennsylvania, Colorado, and was that New Mexico calling me? Thank you, Kevin in Denver. And now I'm going to go to Pennsylvania. Society of Motion Pictures and Time Encoding. Yeah, we don't really refer to that so much. What's up, Jeremy? Nice to see you. It's going to be warmer there than it is here. I think it only got to like 52 today here in California, and we got rain. Yeah, video and audio have changed a lot as far as sharing stuff. Once again, I'm on 344 Charlie XLX. So if anybody wants to join in, feel free. Do I have that potted up? Yes, I do. Oh, I see John in there.
Oh, you know, it's the end of a weekend when everyone starts posting in the work group chat.
You had a couple days off. I have not. I've worked since Friday.
Whose fault is that?
Yours? For being off?
Why is it my fault?
Because you're off. You're the one that's off, not me.
Yeah. I just want to be like, yo, work starts tomorrow. Let's talk about work at work.
I know. I got some people that like text me about something about it's going to happen in like 2 weeks. I'm like, I don't want to hear about it.
Or tell me when we're at work together, when we're getting paid to talk about it.
Pretty much. It's not even in my radar. I don't know what hopped on to the stream, but I heard you talk. Yes. I'm trying to think of the other term they use for syncing stuff together. I think it is reference. Everything's so digital now. It's no big deal. That is very correct there, Mr. Mark. And using an IP-based TV truck with IP-based stuff in the router, in the switches. Not only that, one little tiny thing could mess up the entire router. I know, like yesterday, I was working on some stuff, and we had to move around a Dante box, which is Ethernet PoE powered box that had audio going in and out of it. And he's like, "Oh, let's just unplug it." And I'm like, "No. That thing's going to take another like 2 minutes to get linked back up to the system, and it may not link back up if you unplug it and plug it back in really quick." A lot of times, some of the stuff, the resources won't get reallocated, so there won't be space for it when it plugs back in. So, just not worth it. Sometimes you have to reset the whole switch to get that one thing back on. So, you work with IP stuff all the time there, Mr. Eric, so you probably know what I'm referring as. What's up there, Mr. Dustin Sadham?
Sounds like somebody's not doing power management right.
Say what? This is Greg, K6EGG.
You got PoE devices that aren't coming back in. If you don't plug them back in, you have to reboot the whole switch. Sounds like a power issue.
It's Dante. Let's see if I got this right here. Am I on there? Yeah, I am. My foot slipped off. It's Dante, and the system works a little bit slow. Sometimes the way that the Dante system is, it takes a second for or a few minutes for for it to reallocate its resources for that particular box. It's an inherent issue with Dante, so it's good just not to unplug anything after it's plugged in and checked out.
Yeah, is that Cisco switches or is this some other proprietary stuff?
You know, I think they use a couple different. I know Cisco's one of them. I'm also looking at my FT8 here. I don't remember the particular switch brand that I was using yesterday, but Sometimes, personally, I don't like messing with stuff if it's working, and I'm not going to unplug it just to move it somewhere really quick. I'll just try to pull what I got out of it, if you understand.
Yeah, I was just curious. Stuff I've seen where, you can turn on commands inside the switches and make the ports come up faster. So, and then, if the switch doesn't have enough wattage to run the PoE, and I've seen ports go bad, and, I've had PoE stuff quit and different modules. So, I don't know, it just sounded like a power issue to me from what you were describing.
I think it's more of a software-based issue than power, but they are smart switches, and they do have power set on them and bandwidth limitations set on them. And I think the way that the Dante works, at least from taking the courses, is its allocation for the resources. I know a lot of times, I think they work in groups of 8. So if you have more than 8 boxes and you unplug a box, it's waiting for that resource to go back in. If you had it set up that way. So if you try to plug another box in or try to plug that box into another switch or another part of the switch, it takes a second for it to recognize it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, just, I'm not familiar with the system you have, but it's based upon what I've seen and what I do every day.
I'm going to put a link in the chat and give you an idea of ooh, I got some buzz here. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about here.
Okay, cool.
It's basically IP audio. We use it as a network. It's a little bit more user friendly for making a bunch of different connections and having a bunch of inputs and outputs available.
Trying to get Montana on 30, even though I already have it. But I don't have him on 30 yet. I have him on 40. Another thing I don't like about IP stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to sit here and read this. I appreciate you sharing that.
No problem. I took the courses 1, 2, and 3. The third one took me about a month to pass. You could probably pass it in a day because I'm more of an audio engineer and not a network engineer, and it was a lot of designing and space allocation and bandwidth allocation and stuff like that, and just something I don't usually have my brain wrapped around. So it took me quite a bit of time to pass it, but it's pretty interesting. At least it helps me troubleshoot a little bit if I'm out in the field and having to build a system out from scratch.
Oh, there's a free download here. That's going to be interesting to play with.
Yeah, and Seth actually runs. Seth's pretty smart about the IP stuff. N2SPG. He actually bought the virtual Dante audio card, which you can basically send apps within your computer and make them a virtual Dante source, and send them throughout your own home network on the same. Would it be VLAN or the same network or whatever?
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Most people don't, most home users don't have VLAN set up. I don't know what Seth's got. Sounds like he might be a little more advanced than the average person, but well, that's cool. And generally it's the same subnet, so you were 192, 168, that third octet there is your subnet. But anyhow, getting into configuration there. But yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, the way that some of the work switches are set up, they'll have like 4 or 5 ports at the end that are set up on different subnets or a VLAN back to another network within the plant, so to speak, in the router or whatever. So they can use that switch for multiple different things. So that's the other thing. You got to make sure you plug in the right thing, because sometimes that if you plug in the one thing that's supposed to be for another network and it notices an IP address that's set up, you might have a conflicting address somewhere, which shouldn't happen, but for bringing in rental gear and stuff, sometimes that could happen.
Generally, you would start your IP addresses
Yeah, I
differently.
guess some people are statically assigning IPs instead of leaving stuff DHCP.
Yeah, Dante, you can run it both ways. People debate on it, what you should do. I like to run my stuff static. I run most of my stuff static here in my own network for port forwarding reasons in case I lose power. Stuff stays a little bit more consistent, so to speak. That's why when I put the new PyStar in, it threw me for a loop.
Which I still don't understand why I had that other board and it worked with the same address. So very strange. Maybe it was like a
Yeah, it doesn't take much resources to run this. Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, so it's not very hardware intensive from what I'm seeing here.
No, but if you want to run a lot of sources, you have to have a really good PoE switch and a decent router. Especially if you want to run video, because you can run video through it now.
And Michael, by the way, nice to see you in there. Colin, nice to see you in there.
Okay.
I don't see South
I'm just
Africa.
kind of looking at the spec sheet and looking at it. So 10100, well, no, 100 gigabit. Sorry. So I guess depends what you want to do. But the 48 by 48 channels I/O, 60 channels. Yeah, I mean it's pretty impressive for something free.
The gear isn't free, but the routing stuff is. And the other thing is, I don't know if you've watched me use the SonoBus. So basically, just say if I had a bunch of gear Dante-wise in my plant, I'm going to call it plant, my router, or in my ham shack, and you have SonoBus at your house, I can basically assign all those inputs and outputs to SonoBus routes, and we can connect our networks in together, at least audio wise, and share audio between Dante sources that way too.
And all over the internet, no VPN tunnels or anything like that needed.
Negative. SonoBus, you can run 16 channels each direction. In fact, I'm kind of running another version of Dante. I'm running audio loop, which is very similar to what Dante is. I just didn't want to run Dante on my Mac because it takes some resources up a little bit. But Seth, he'll run virtual Dante, and he'll send me a feed of his radio separate, and I can route that through my computer software into my mixer virtually, because I have virtual inputs and analog inputs. So I could take it as a USB source in, and it will be like pre-fade of his mix, so I can bring it up whenever I want. We've messed around with that a couple times, but you can do that with Dante as well.
Dante via and virtual audio card,
Yeah,
yes.
Pretty impressive. I still remember back in the days of having to use physical sliders and stuff like that. You know, then you brought in the Black Magic stuff for video switching and use some of that. So, well, that's cool. All right, I don't want to hog this up. Sorry, I just started hearing you talking about switches and stuff and kind of caught my attention there.
Yeah, and I got to admit, I'm the first one to admit, I am not very proficient on this stuff. I just kind of use what I need, which out in the field, I'm not really designing all too much, other than I need some of that info to troubleshoot and then look for sources, because sometimes if you have something allocated, the resources get tied up and you can't reroute it somewhere. So that's kind of the only reason why I know some of the stuff. As far as tying it up, it's your own reflector. You could talk as much as you want. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf for ID on XLX344 Charlie.
It is his own reflector.
Yeah, all good. I never want to sit here and listen on a ham radio think about IP stuff and nerd wallet stuff. So, looking forward to you then. See if anybody else is around.
Who else is in here? There's got to be somebody else in here. KO4 PDIs on the D version.
Yeah, anybody else, feel free to jump in. We're just nerding out on IP stuff.
What's up, Shane? I think I need somebody on 30. Can you do 30? I think I do.
Can who do 30?
Shane. Mr. Hawaii. Aloha. So as of now, I have Thursday, Friday off. What's up, Frank?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not a real IP guy. I know just enough to keep myself out of trouble, I guess, and fix basic stuff. A lot of it's self-taught. I don't know if I necessarily like it because there's a lot of stuff that can drive me up the wall. I know for a while I had an issue with my new router. It turned out it was a firmware issue where one of my port forwarding was getting an echo. So it was like basically it was like not responding because of it. Port forwarding echo. You know anything about that?
Not sure what you mean by an echo.
I got to try to find the terminology they use for that. So
I've been doing IT stuff for IT and comms for a long time, and it never gets easier. Like the better you get, the more complicated stuff you just have to deal with.
Yeah.
And then every time that
I see Frank in the chat. Go ahead.
Something changes, like trying to set a static IP in Windows 11. It's like, which one of the 4 different, networking things inside of the control panel do you have to get to the one you want? Yeah, I don't know what I want to do after I'm all grown up and I don't have to do IT stuff anymore.
So let me see here. Let me see if I can pull up my.
You're just looking for punishment when you go to IT.
I got into IT because that's where I heard the women are at.
Is that why neurospicy people always end up going into those types of professions?
It was called a NAT loopback. I apologize. It was a NAT loopback.
Oh.
So it has to do when you open up a port and you forward it to your whatever that thing is called. Not ISP, but
yeah, I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah. I was on with Scott from Bakersfield, and I was showing him what I was doing because I believe he works in IT. And I'm like, and I showed him like what I was doing. I'm like, am I not setting this up right? Because I was trying to use Mac share, and it wouldn't work. It would work with one computer, but not the other. So yeah, NAT fixes case of NAT loopback. How about that? Very interesting stuff. So let's go to port forwarding. You know what? I may not want to do this if I'm on.
What kind of router was that, Greg? If you want to share, you don't have to.
Let me get out of the screen here.
Let me get out of a screen that gives a lot of my info out because I have some forwarding stuff here that hides my IP address. This is a Nighthawk RS700.
Okay. I've never owned anything Netgear. I've always stuck with Linksys and just recently went to Asus.
I didn't have very much luck with Linksys. For me, the Netgear stuff seems a little bit more forward as far as what's the word I'm looking for here? As far as usability for people that don't know IT stuff.
All right. I just looked up NAT loopback, and yeah, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah, I've got the Asus A-Rock here, but I also like it because then I can add a mesh unit to it as well.
Yeah, so what NAT loopback does, it allows you to basically forward a packet that should go out to your TLD, but instead of forwarding it out to the internet, it'll just forward it back in to the network. Yeah, for a home network, I don't know why you'd want to have that on.
For port forwarding.
Yeah, I still don't know why you'd want that on.
Well, as soon as part in some of the Apple user groups for MacShare, that was a problem with this router, and they said it was that issue with them fixing I don't understand how it works either in the technical sense. But it was basically the system was acting like I was outside the system. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
But
so, hashtag Mac problems.
It wasn't a Mac problem, though. It was the port that was getting forwarded with the address that was attached to it. That was the issue.
You just said it was a MacShare problem.
Well, I was using it for MacShare. That was one of the issues. The other issue I was having is I wasn't able to connect to my my PiStar remotely through my thingamajig that app that's not available on Apple stores.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to forward data out and it gets into the loopback, it's not going to get out.
Yeah. And it would work on some computers within the network and some other ones. So I need PiStar.
Yeah, my home network is pretty simple. I redid it this morning, but I need to redo it good. So I've got a 15U cabinet in my shopping cart on Amazon right now that I need to just break down and buy. Well, I don't really need the 15U. I should really just get two 6Us.
I think I'm on the newest one. I think.
Yeah, that's a whole new OS. So you have to redo it, or you just do the update? Because I don't think you can update to that from the web page, if I remember correctly.
I'm on 4.1.8, and I heard stories of stuff not working with that, so I'm going to hold off on that one.
Yeah, I'm hearing a couple of people complain about the same thing too, so I was just curious if you'd done yours.
No, my PiStar has been very, very good to me, and I don't want to affect anything. So far, all the updates are upgrades, I should say, I've done have been pretty solid, and I'm going to let this thing sit for a little bit with a new PiStar in here.
So I need to go to LAN settings and reserve a IP address, right?
Are you trying to do a static IP or are you trying
Yeah.
to map?
No, I'm not
Static. Oh, are you trying to do it on the router or are you trying to do it
trying
on
to
your
do
Pi-Star?
on the router.
Okay, then that's not a static IP then. So a static IP will come from the device. Yeah, so it sounds like what you're trying to do is reserve an IP.
I want to have a reservation. Is that a better term?
Yeah. Every time I hear the word reservation, I think about that Seinfeld episode where he tries to get a car, but they don't have one. And then the lady at the counter is like, "Sir, I know what a reservation is." And Jerry's like, "I don't think you do." That's one of my favorite Jerry Seinfeld episodes.
Gosh dang it. God, man. Keeps asking for my password every time I do something.
The other favorite Seinfeld for the Seinfeld lovers in the chat is the one when I think it was Elaine going to the hospital, but she stopped to get some fruit candy on the way. Now I'm gonna have to look that up.
Pi-Star. Hello, Haley.
I'm going to take a shower.
You're going to take a shower? Let me make sure this is the right MAC address. 02 is the ending. You mofo.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Chase.
How's this new mic sound?
A lot better.
Sounds good.
Good? Okay. Yeah,
Wait,
my pod mic
hold
finally
on.
came in.
Did Greg get you to buy a new microphone?
How about the pod mic?
I think Greg secretly works for the microphone companies.
I don't, but I do know a rep for sure. I'm not using the Shure microphone. Remember that, boys. And I got one for free.
You're trying to throw people off. You're like, I got this RM25, but
Is that the AKG?
No, this is an RE20.
Oh, RE20.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the RE20, but he secretly works for Shure Audio. And he's like, what?
I do not work for Shure. I do not like their products, except for their RF. I actually like their new RF stuff.
I wish I
Then
worked
why'd
for
you
Shure.
tell me to buy one?
Because it's perfect for your situation. It's not that expensive and it works for what you're doing. For me.
So basically, Greg, you said, Eric, you suck and you're poor, so buy the Shure. That's what I just.
Did you want to spend it? Well, you don't have a mixer, so you'd have to get a different audio device, and it just wouldn't be. You would have to buy more stuff for what you're doing. For me, this is where it's working for me. Plus, I had this microphone.
But Greg, you've seen me play radio. Do I care how much something costs?
I don't know what your budget is, and I'm not going to ask it. It's none of my business.
Are you on the 7B?
No.
I'm on a
him?
7V.
Sorry.
Yeah, him.
7V, yeah.
7B.
Yeah.
Is that the USB one?
Oh,
USB or XLR.
Oh, okay.
But you were right, Greg. I'm not going to get a mixer.
You're not doing what I'm doing here.
Wow, Greg.
What?
Wow.
What?
You're not at my level, is what I just heard.
You're not doing what I'm doing here, so you need to do what it's best for you, right? You don't need to go
Greg, I'm
out.
giving you a hard time.
Say again, John?
I said, man, it's a tough crowd tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like a sad ham tonight.
No, not a sad ham. You're just trying to say, like, oh, Eric, get the Fisher
Travis.
Price microphone.
It's not
get
a
the
Fisher
Price
Price
microphone.
There's
You're like,
we've done the
my
comparison.
first microphone.
We've done the comparison here. with me here. Attached devices.
I may have to buy me a new mixer though now because my interface is pretty much dying.
Which
you can do what
interface
I
are you
do and
using?
just run 700 USB cables.
Well, mine's USB-C into my Mac, but my left out of my interface is dead now. Like left headfoot or the left headphone just died, and the left out on my my desktop monitors died too.
You got to ham it up. Find out what component blew up.
Yeah, it's something in this crappy Behringer preamp. These ones are notorious for crap in the bed.
I'm not a Behringer guy.
You're not?
Nope.
Yeah, me either. I just bought one because it was cheap.
Greg likes stuff with tubes in it.
You know what? I got rid of that, or I'm gonna get rid of it. I think the 528E from Cinemi-Trex seems to be a little bit better
For console?
I thought you liked that
Or
tube
mixer?
sound.
I do, but it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not what I'm looking for. It's too much. I want a little punch. It doesn't have punch to it.
Let me get some punch in my audio here real quick. Let me punch up my audio.
Well, let me O2 Icestar.
Actually, it's already set to bright. Now we'll set it to dark.
Nah, that doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound like you.
I see Jason
In
said
a
something about
world.
the 57s in there. It's a good drum mic. I don't know that I'd use one for vocals.
54.
Now, SM58, you can use those damn things as a hammer.
Yes, you can. They're good. They're good microphones.
I actually have used one as a hammer before, so
440, so 554. 54. And I want to do 10,022. $54. 10,022. I shouldn't be doing this when I'm live streaming. I'm adding some port forwarding here. Edit service. Is it 10,022 for the oh crap.
Oh no. What'd you do?
It wouldn't let me port forward. That's weird. Guess I don't really need it. I'm still on XLX344 Charlie too, by the way.
One of these days I'll join you.
Yeah, why don't you get one of those instead of buying some new
I
microphones?
have a Pi-Star.
And by the way, like I said before, just like a radio, you get what you think you need to get your job done. And it's in your budget.
Sometimes you just go crazy.
Pi-Stars are too cheap for him.
No, I have a Pi-Star. It's on my, I think it's somewhere around here.
So did you get the right one now? The right Pi-Star?
Yes, I did. After 3 times. And I had 3 people send me emails. Oh, I have an extra one. I'm like, nah, don't do it. I'll get it. I got to figure out. I called HRO on Saturday and they're like, well, you already opened the package. I'm like, yeah, but I had to open a package.
Yeah, you wouldn't know if it was the right one or
Yeah.
the wrong one.
They're nice, but I think I'm gonna go down there in person and have a little chat. And
You pay with PayPal?
I'm not gonna.
Can I speak with the manager?
I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to jip them out of $19.
Did you pay with PayPal?
I don't remember.
K6EGG from
I think I did.
wsjtx-x.
Yeah, just dispute the charges. They'll fix it.
I don't want to get banned from buying something there too.
No, you won't.
But you didn't get what you paid for either.
No, I did not.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf for N1 JXX.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Oh, boy, here we go. Here we go.
I love the fact that you have a good time with it. I know I have a 5-head tier too. Everybody gives me a hard time about, but all good. Good to hear you out here. Welcome to XLX344 Charlie.
We're getting some activity on this tonight there, Mr. John.
Well, a buddy of mine said that you were on, so I came over here. I figured I'd come and say hello to you guys.
I appreciate you coming over and saying hello to us. We're all lonely here on a Monday night, a holiday Monday. I believe it's President's Day.
I don't have my pizza hat on tonight. Maybe I will for another stream.
Yeah, I had today off myself too, and I was messing around with my SD cards for my hotspots, so I got them up to date on 4.12.1. So 3 of my hotspots are all up to date, and they're running beautifully. I just noticed the IP address every so often goes unknown, but it comes back. I think that's PyStar. They have to fix that. I forgot. Somebody said what it was. I can't remember. But other than that, 4.2.1 works beautiful. N1JXX.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because John there, KE4TZN, talked about the upgrade thing. You had to do it. You had to flash the chip itself, right? You couldn't do it through the upgrade page.
Well, what I did was I did everything. What I had was an image from Robert K4WZV because I bought these TGIF spots from him. I downloaded the image from his site, and then I burned my SD. What do you call it? Reformatted, and then did the image through Etcher, and then put it in a hotspot. And always make sure that you have a copy of your settings. Okay, that's important. And I'm going to tell you something. It was real easy. Boom, I was done within 5 minutes after the SD card got imaged on from the Etcher there. So it works pretty good. So yeah, 4.2.1 works pretty good. I noticed 4.18 works beautiful too. That'll be around for a while too. But the 4.2.1 is the greatest stuff that's out now. And plus the firmware is in configurations. It's called, you go to configurations. Let me recycle.
Yeah, you go to configurations, and then expert, and then you go to see, and then you see FW. That's for your firmware update now. They got it embedded in PiStar now, so it works pretty good. I did all my upgrades for my Pi hat. M1JXX.
What's up, Ryan? You gonna jump on from the shower?
I have a question for you. What differences are they in the update? I mean, PiStar is pretty basic as far as what it does. I don't see any issues with whatever I'm running 4.2 or 4.1.8 or whatever. I can't read it because it's too small on my screen, but it seems pretty solid. I mean, I just upgraded a couple weeks ago. Does it add you anything? I know I'm getting a new PiStar in probably on hopefully Wednesday, and I'm going to change that particular PiStar over the WPCH or whatever, CP, whatever the heck it's called, software. And I'm going to run basically two different softwares on each of the PiStars I'm going to get. But what type of what benefits is there to upgrading? I mean, I just upgraded the board. I noticed it's a lot snappier, but other than that, I don't know what's the differences.
Well, 4.1.8 is M17, but the upgrade was to 4.2.1. There's not really much of a difference. They did a few things. They did some changes, but not a lot. But 4.1.8 works beautiful. So that's going to be around for a little bit, and then you're going to see it starting to get slow. So, oh
yeah, they'll make you convert over.
It'll be around for a couple more years. 4.1.8 M1JXX.
You can see info change on logs page. I don't know what that means.
You know, I noticed, like, for me, just upgrading the PiStar itself, the little board or whatever. I'm not really good on this stuff, by the way. It's a lot faster. When I hit my key on my foot pedal, I noticed the red bar comes up right away for TX on my dashboard, which before was like delayed by like 2 or 3 seconds. I don't know if I don't want to mess with the software right now with my PiStar. I know I am with the other one I'm going to get and use that other dashboard because I want to see the differences in the screen.
Yeah, you should be fine with 4.1.8 there, Craig. I wouldn't
what does this mean?
I wouldn't really worry about upgrading to 4.2.1. I would just wait a while and you know, when they stop upgrading, then you can upgrade everything again.
John, jump in there and explain that to
right
me because I don't know.
You can still run it. If it's running beautiful, you should be all right. You know, it's not bad. You know, 4.18. It's not bad at all. So I still have an SD card with that on it, just in case. M1JXX.
If you go to the PiStar download page, and if you click on the it says downloads, if you look a little bit down past that, you'll see a change log, and it tells you what all the changes are in each version.
By the way, thank you, John, and I appreciate the info. There, is this the correct page?
Yep, and click downloads over there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Dave, once again, thank you for the info. So go to downloads. What do I click on after that? Sorry. I'm sorry, John. I doubled.
Well, good. Click on download PyStar. Yeah, then scroll down to the page and keep going, and then keep going. You see some things say change log. There you go, and that shows what changes were done in each version of PyStar.
If you're running multiple modes on your PyStar because that causes delay, it's constantly switching between modes. I'm only running DStar on this.
Thank you very much for the info there. I'm do probably have plenty of reading to do, but I don't think I'm going to upgrade to this version yet. This PyStar seems to be rocking right now. It's definitely snappier. I wish I would have got the right one in the first place.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, well, being on the cutting edge of technology is sometimes a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. So, and the other saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And Jeff in the chat, yeah, I'm definitely going to upgrade the other PyStar I'm getting to the W, whatever the heck it is Scott just mentioned.
C4TZ.
By the way, Bulgaria is on FT8 30.
I thought I sent you the one from, I bought it from eBay. It's a Pi 2. Some guy made it out of Florida, out of Naples, Florida. It's like $130 or something.
Oh, you're going to make me fire up nature, Rich?
Hey, why not? Hey, Dave, are you still in there? I didn't want to leave to mean I didn't mean to leave you there. Please jump in whenever. I'm half asleep. Sorry, it's been a long day. I woke up 1 minute before my alarm this morning at 4 o'clock or 4:30, whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere. I'm watching you on YouTube too. So, yeah, don't change the 4.1.8. Just leave it be until you're having issues with it. I think you'll be okay for a while, anyways. Time to time, check to see if there's any updates, and that's about it.
Well, the new PyStar it's running a Pi 2, so it will have a little bit more processing power.
I appreciate you there. Always looking forward to seeing your forehead. And I'm not bagging on you by any means.
Yeah, so the new PyStar I'm getting, new to me, is basically going to be the same one I have now. It's going to have a little bit more power, processing power, so I can run the newer software. Right now, or actually now I could run the newer software, the Pi I have, but this Pi is very, very stable. I don't want to mess with it. It's even more stable than my OpenSpot, so I want to keep it nice and fresh, so to speak. I download an image probably, or the backup file probably once every couple months, just so I have one just in case. That should save all my settings. K5U. I don't think I have this guy. Shiner, Texas? I don't know where that's at. Never heard of that.
Shiner's on like I-10 between San Antonio and Houston.
I don't think I have that county there. Gonzales County? I'll have to look on my fake awards.
Yeah, it's like the county east of San Antonio.
Let's look at my fake awards and see if I have
That's
that
where the
county.
Shiner beer's made, is Shiner, Texas.
Never heard of that.
Dude, maybe that's not a California thing.
We have plenty of what's it called?
IPAs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where am I at,
IPAs are
Texas.
not the same.
I should probably not be doing this on here.
I don't understand IPAs. Like, that was a beer that was made specifically to withstand like long voyages at the sea, not to be good, but now there's like some cult following of them.
Yeah, you got your like strawberry banana IPA or something like that.
And then there's like people that are into all different, like they're like, oh, this is a chocolate IPA. This is a hot dog IPA.
Oh yeah, that was a
and I'm
new
like,
county. I didn't recognize that. I was right. I didn't recognize that county.
All right, there, Greg. You have a good one. I'm going to back it out of here. I got to go get some shut eye. I got to be up early.
Yeah, it should work fine.
7-3. This
There,
is
Mr.
M1JXX,
THC.
Northwest Missouri.
Copy that, man. Always good to hear your voice. And thanks for jumping on XLX344 Charlie. It's getting some activity tonight.
I appreciate everybody watching. And once again, anybody new watching, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I don't know why I took a double hit there, but yeah.
Greg, if I have a DStar radio and a Pi-Star, can I register for DStar, but then do I have to use the DStar radio with the Pi-Star, or can I use anything?
You can use anything. As long as your call signs registered, you're good to go. That's a pain in the ass to
I
do.
should be able to use the.
You can register,
I should be
right?
able to use the Clear node, right?
No. Doesn't do DStar.
I thought the Clear node can do DStar.
It can do
I thought
DMR, but it doesn't work very good with DMR either.
I thought the Clear node was for Allstar.
It's a lot of things.
You can do
It's
DStar
also
with it, but
Echolink.
it doesn't work very well. I think somebody here in the chat does DStar, and it's just I would get a Pi-Star. It's actually cheaper.
Well, I have a Pi-Star.
You do have a Pi-Star.
But what I don't want to do is I don't want to have to drag out the 9700 or the 705 to do it.
So just cross mode it.
That's what I'm saying. I want to use my walkie-talkies.
You're not going to be able to cross mode into DStar to Allstar.
No. From what is your HDs?
You
Are
can't
they?
cross mode from DStar or waiting for anything to DStar. That's where you got to have AMD chip for.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how it works on the Pi-Stars. What HDs do you have?
I want to use my walkie-talkies.
Like DMR or like analog?
No, I have
Your FRS?
I literally have FRS radios.
You're exactly right. You can do internal mode or whatever it's called.
So I have what I use on my hotspot is a Redivis RT22. It's an FRS radio that you just pop into Chirp and you can plug in the 70 centimeter ham frequencies. So
I had no clue you could do that. That's
I
cool.
literally use like a $12 walkie-talkie for Allstar.
Yeah, don't tell that to anybody on a net. They might freak out.
Oh, it's great because like especially if someone says I have good audio and then I tell them I'm using an FRS radio and they're like, that's illegal, and I'm like,
That's
no,
not part
it's not.
97.
Well, radios
Yeah, if you get
aren't
a
part
kit for
97.
hams,
I'm
they've got
part
a
97.
hotspot you can do for Allstar that works off of a boofing, what is it, a B88?
Yeah, don't
They're
scare
like
daddy, okay?
$10, $20 radios or
not
something
funny.
like that.
Oh yeah. So the crazy thing is I'm using like the $300 clear node and a $12 walkie-talkie.
So is the FTM 500 not single sideband? Does it not have sideband?
I don't think so.
Well,
So
crap.
someone said you don't need a hotspot with a 705.
Correct.
Will it go directly to internet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it has the DStar stuff built in, right?
It has a terminal mode. Actually, you can do it with a 9700 too, but you need to get your 9700 out.
Yeah, the 9700
Yes, I
in my
am.
Gigaparts bag in the trunk. Also, If anyone is in Hawaii and wants to steal my 9700, it is not in my trunk.
In your Tesla.
Correct. It's most definitely secured in my house. No, it's still in my trunk. I was going to go run a pass this morning and I didn't wake up. So when I try to do like an early morning satellite pass, I make sure that everything's in my car the night before.
Greg,
So all I have to do is wake up,
Serbia
shower, and
Ukraine
go.
so far.
Awesome. I don't see them on FT8 right now. On 30?
Yeah, on 30 meters.
I would buy 9700. I just cannot justify $1,700.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to run satellites, buy once, cry once.
So you can run, Allstar is not really digital, but you can cross mode in a DMR. It works about 25% of the time. Kind of a pain in the ass. I would just suggest using a Pi-Star for that. Oh boy, Scott's putting stuff in the chat.
So is there a good documentation on how to get my 705 onto DStar without a
terminal
Pi-Star?
mode? There's a couple YouTube videos. I don't remember offhand.
When I bought my Yaesu FT8 47, it was like $1,800. That was a analog only radio, but it also did satellite.
Yeah, 847. I think people are still, that's one of the radios that people are still using. That, the TS2000, the 9700, the Icom 910. And then I think the 897 as well, people are using.
So you can use your ham radio through your computer if you buy this thumb DV.
Yeah, with that
I'm
chip
not
you
gonna
got there
do
on
that.
screen, Greg, you can use that. But you can also plug that in and use like Blue DV.
I don't have any trouble getting on
if I'm
DStar.
So you buy that, you plug it in your computer, and then you still, no.
Oh yeah, well
I
for
don't do
folks who don't have a radio or can't cross move.
We're talking about Hamstick Eric here. Doesn't have a way to get in DStar.
No, I have a way. I just don't like the way that I have.
Pardon me.
I have a 9700 and
he
I have a
doesn't like the way.
705.
Sorry.
I want to use my walkie-talkie.
You want to use your FRS radio. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Get another
Oh, you know,
walkie-talkie. Get an ID52. That's what you can
It would
do.
be ridiculous if I go use like a Falcon
I'm just gonna
3.
shake my head here.
This makes you a bad person, Eric.
Let me.
Yeah, you have to register with the gateway in order to go through any the gateways. I know you have. I know I registered. L1JXX.
Do they still issue the Falcons?
Falcons.
The Falcon 3s, the Harris Falcon 3s
I
in the military?
probably. I mean, the new hotness is the
Baofeng one?
no. The new hotness is the what do they call it? MPU 5.
MPU 5.
Everyone loves talking about that. Yeah.
I
It's
don't know if I've seen
an
that.
IP-based radio system from Persistent Systems.
Oh, dang, that thing looks pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, you can. So here's the crazy thing: you can buy them as a civilian, no problem whatsoever. I mean, they're $15,000, but you can buy one, which will do you no good. So you're gonna have to buy two.
So they're just IP based?
Yeah, and if you want to talk to anyone on another system, you need to get the cable to connect to it, and then you need to buy one of the other radios.
No,
So if you want to connect into like a Motorola network, you need the Persistent Systems like MPU 5, the connection, and then you also need the Motorola radio as well.
Yeah, and then you got to pay for Wave airtime.
What do you mean?
Motorola Wave airtime, because you have to have airtime for Motorola Wave.
What?
I don't know what Motorola Wave is.
Well, you said like the Motorola like IP thing? Like
No,
their
no, no.
network thing?
So
oh,
the MPU 5 has cables. So like if I've got one and another and you want to bridge into like a P25 network, you have to connect the MPU5 to a P25 radio.
Oh, gotcha.
You just get a cable to do that, and then now you're running like 20 grand worth of radios on your back.
When you could have just bought a $5,000 Apex.
By the way, you need to get
the
registered there for
APX.
DStar there, pal.
Dude, registering for
about-
DStar was a nightmare.
I thought about buying an APX 8000. And then I was like, well, why don't I get an SRX 2200? And then I just went complete hardcore and bought a Falcon 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It should be here next week.
Yeah, you need to register your DStar,
And then
Mr. Hamstick.
I registered like 6 times.
It
I
didn't go
registered like
through.
6 times.
We're just looking. It didn't go through. By the way, there's 29 of you folks
Okay, walk
watching.
me
Hit that
through it.
like button. I don't know how to do it.
Let's do.
I don't know how to do it.
Let's do a teach Hamstick how to D-Star.
I need your screen to do it. Actually, everybody needs your
let's do it on
screen.
you register me. You register
Can
me.
I do that?
You complete me, Greg.
Can I register him?
I think Scott posted a link in the chat.
Can I? Anybody watching? Can I register Mr. Hamstick?
I think so.
I'm on regist.dstargateway.org/dstar.do.
Put that link in the chat. We'll finish her up for you.
I just found it.
I think he has to email.
The
or something
weird
like
thing
that, but
is-
yeah, in theory, yes, you could.
I just found
It's got a saved password for
I
it.
just found a Motorola Apex clone, SRX clone on eBay.
Oh, is it Ham Geek or whatever for like $200?
Yeah, it's like $200. I don't know if it's Ham Geek. It's just like
It's probably
GTR
a Baofeng
5288.
inside.
Yeah, it's totally a Baofeng stuff. Looks kind of cool though.
Yeah, I was looking at the SRX 2200 and then the APX 8000. But then you need all that weird Motorola software, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, you can find the software," and I'm like,
You can just tell them you're doing. You can just tell them you're doing ham radio, and they'll give it to you. But I think you do have to pay like the licensing. I don't know. There's a guy in the chat that knows more about that than me.
I really wanted the full open transmit though, and open receive. So the Falcon 3 does 30 to 512 megahertz continuous.
I would like to find one of those in DMR, like one of the rugged radios.
Oh
like a
yeah,
Apex, but that's not a thing. They're
the-
P25 only.
No, I think you have to search for it a certain way. So the cool Motorola that I saw, they have some that look like cell phones, like old school like cell phones. Like one was a flip phone.
Kind of like Nextel.
Yeah, but it was like a full featured. I can't remember if it was DMR or if it was P25.
That's cool.
So all the people that are like, "Oh, you can't bring ham radios on a cruise ship," well, just bring a ham radio that looks like a
Those
cell
are the
phone.
XTS 5000, if I remember correctly, that looked like cell phones. I forgot what they were for, but they were for code docs.
So one of them that I'm looking at is the Moto Turbo SL7550.
Oh! I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it looks like almost like a little BlackBerry or something.
Yeah, it looks like a burner phone.
Yeah. Those are cool. I've never found one though in the wild.
Oh, there's one on eBay for $285 right now, and it looks like it's in really good condition.
I wonder how
And
hard
that
it
does
is to get that software,
P25?
though. No, they're DMR.
Yeah, it's DMR UHF.
So you could take that on a cruise ship and like an open spot, and nobody will know that it's a.
Oh, yeah, the XTS 4000 right there. I was looking at that one too.
XTS 4000.
So we setting up your DStar?
Yeah, Greg just had one up on his screen.
Oh, the flip phone.
I was-
the flip phone.
It says registration is possible. Okay. I'm at the registration place. Why is the DStar website looks like it's straight out of 1993?
That's ham radio in general.
I had like 5 people trying to tell me how to set this thing up when I did it.
But you already have a thing.
No, when I did it originally.
I think I had to watch a YouTube video on how to set up DStar, like how to get a register.
I had 20 people tell me 20 different things. No, you got to punch this in. No, you got to punch this thing in.
I know that I've just submitted my registration, and I know that I've done this before because I have 3 saved passwords in my browser for doing this specific thing.
Did they finish it though? Because it doesn't look like it.
I want to say they had to approve mine.
So if anyone in the chat has DStar registration approval authority, go ahead and hit that button.
You have to, the person that where did you register it at? What server?
regist.dstargateway.org/register.do.
And you never got an email back or anything?
I don't know.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. It's done like 4 times.
Are you able to go in and see any DStar stuff? And when you put the password in? Like
I
adding
submitted
a gateway?
the registration and then it said like, good luck. So I've submitted the registration. And then it says the registration of this call sign has not been approved.
Better register somewhere else. Another gateway.
You have to do like a bunch of other stuff. Did you put like the Z's and stuff in there? Like
no, he hasn't gotten that far yet.
I want to say
they have to approve it before you do that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I have to put Z's. What is this? 1998 AOL? Like ZZXX? The Master Blaster ZZXX?
It's like the targets or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh my goodness. What are you guys doing to me? Is this going to be more complicated than DMR?
Yeah, because you got to do this stuff in here. So after you put this in, after you get registered, you got to add a access point. So hit that thing in there, that register thing, and try to get registered again. It might take a few minutes, but
I just registered.
Just right now?
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago.
That's weird.
Some like 80-year-old guy has to approve it at some point.
But you don't have a DStar radio to get on.
You have to have it though for to cross mode.
Yeah, but he has no way to cross mode.
At this point, I just want a regular mode. Like if the only way I can talk to Greg is to put my 705 on my desk and put my Pi-Star on my desk, suppose I can do it.
Or your 9700.
I'm not putting the 9700 to use on DStar.
Why not? I do. Got this big old giant radio shooting out 0 wattage. Did I tell you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Easier than working the birds? Working the birds is easy. Point satellite, click PTT.
Did I tell you when I first got my Pi-Star set up, I was on a test frequency. And some guy found me from YouTube.
Yeah, and you're using...
He's like, hey,
weren't you using
up
like
our
a repeater frequency?
Yeah.
And then someone called you?
They found me so they got my data off the air. And then they like found my YouTube page from QRZ, and the guy got in the chat. He's like, hey, you're on our test frequency. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'll change. He was totally cool about it. I mean, I could have stayed.
Is there like a 900 megahertz hotspot?
I don't know if they have a 900 megahertz hat.
You might be able to like hack a Pi-Star for that.
Bulgaria.
I mean, I don't have a 900 megahertz radio, but
I know there's some 900 megahertz repeaters near me.
Some of the cheaper boards can do 900, but they're not very efficient.
Why would you want to do 900?
You can find those radios kind of cheap.
DStar radios from 900?
Not DStar, DMR.
Oh yeah, like if you like even the Motorola's, you can get some super cheap Motorola's. Like if you're cool with 700 or 800 megahertz, which I don't think is hammable, that's probably why they're so cheap.
Hammable.
Yeah.
We're up to 24
when I went to
likes.
Dayton,
We need a couple more likes, boys and girls, or whatever you identify as. Sorry.
there was just like tables everywhere of Motorola gear that was all really affordable, and I was like,
I
why
swear, I
is
click
all
on,
of this? Like, I was shocked at
Discord,
how many
and I don't
Motorola
see
radios
it.
were there.
Because that's a different chat. I don't have the chat set up linked together.
So, Greg, we buying that cell phone radio?
Ham. They got the
No.
little hex editing, but they can do the ham bands.
Well, there you go.
6580.
Hamstick will be very happy about that.
Yeah, I was just looking at 6550s here. So what's everyone's favorite radio?
Should we go to GoFundMe for another radio for a Hamstick, like an ID50, so he can use an HT? Get a GoFundMe going.
I have so many HTs. They're just all.
You need a DStar HT.
So I have 4
That's the big
UV5Rs from Baofeng. I have 2 Redivis UV5Rs, or they call them RT5Rs, and those ones are clean. The Baofengs are not clean. I have the R Finder. Then I have a Woshang.
A what?
Waxon.
Sounds like you're ordering Korean barbecue.
Waxon KG UV90 mate that everyone says you can use on satellites, but clearly they've never used on satellites because it doesn't work full duplex.
It's a joke, Frank.
And then, actually, I have a D72, but that doesn't do DStar.
Get yourself a D75.
And then I have the.
Can you work satellites with that?
What is it? The D72? Yeah, that's why I have it. It's a full.
No,
duplex
D75. Can you work satellites with one of those? Ooh.
So I'm gonna go out there and be one of the guys and say you can, but no. So there's this thing where people say, "Oh, you can work satellites with half duplex," and while that is technically true, I would say it is not advisable for someone starting out. You either want to do 2 radios or you want full duplex if you're starting out, because you just don't know if you're getting into the satellite if you can't hear it while you're transmitting.
I just watched this video. God, I wonder where it was at. The guy was at Hamfest and he was giving an ISS demonstration of it, and he had a HT like on his.
What?
Trying to think of what his call sign was. He had it going on.
I saw Digital Rancher did one. He wasn't using an HT though. He was using the 2730. The Icom mobile radio, which is full duplex.
Not the ID52.
So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are pros at the satellites who can grab half duplex and they can do it. But for people starting out, full duplex, it's like when I was doing satellites on half duplex, and then the first time I tried full duplex, it was like a cheat code. It made it so much easier because I can literally, like when I key down, if I don't hear myself, I know that I'm not, making it in. Otherwise, I'd say, like, there'd be times when the satellite's flying over and I, throw my call sign out and nobody replies to me. And I had no idea if they just didn't want to talk to me or if I was doing something wrong. But as soon as you got full duplex.
It was both.
You need to make some videos about getting started in satellites.
Yeah, the only problem is on the FM satellites, I have very few people to talk to.
I know nothing about satellites. Where I'd be doing satellites.
There's actually, I emailed a guy on the Big Island, and we're gonna share some grids with each other. He's getting set up on the Green Cube, and then we're gonna use some of the FM satellites just so we can work all the Hawaiian grids between us.
You guys have your own grids out there?
So that'll be cool. Yeah. Everywhere on the Earth is in a grid. What grid are you in, Greg? DM13?
Yes.
Let me look it up. I had a 50% chance. No, you're in 1-4.
1-4?
I was going to say the 50% chance was 1-3 or 1-4.
I don't pay attention to that too much.
Yeah, DM14.
I let all my computer do that stuff for me. Oh, that does that, all that. I'll let my computer talk for me. Does that make me a bad person? Although I did make a voice contact with Chase the other day. Barely.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Barely.
Yeah, that was like I was like, what was I, like a 3?
Yeah.
3 something?
You're coming in though. I went out going to do it the way they have things set up right now with my antenna on the ground, basically.
Yeah, I made one with Josh on his live stream the other night, and I was like really weak coming in to him too.
Oh, he did HF?
Yeah, it was during his main live stream Saturday on that QRP rig.
Oh, yeah, I was going to call him, but I couldn't,
599.
couldn't hear him.
I did not watch.
Yeah, with him pointing the other way, I couldn't hear.
Whose fault is that?
I mean, it's for me living on the side that's where his antenna isn't pointed. You know, that's some things about the directional antennas. They're really good in the direction they're pointed.
I'm gonna
always forget he's on a beam.
I'm gonna go over to 30 Charlie here. See if I can rile up anybody.
Wait, say that one more time. All I got was I'm gonna go
to 30 Charlie. Is your satellite breaking up?
Let me.
Do you tell Josh you have Earthlink yet?
What's weird is Chase is just super stable to me, and Greg, you're like
R-E.
Well, they're individual connections, so it's not like we're going to a server and you're connecting to it.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is, you know, Chase has that good internet where you're just. It starts out good and then it goes south like a duck in winter.
Chase still hasn't plugged in his Cat 5 yet.
Yeah, I know.
I could tell.
I can't tell. Chase is rock solid to me.
I have to get up in the attic with the rats and run Cat 5 still.
Just bring some pizza up there for them. Bring a gift for them, and they'll won't
Chase,
mess
are
with
you married?
No.
Okay, then just run it on the floor like every other single dude.
Yeah,
I did in my condo. I ran it all the way downstairs, down my steps.
So I've got the Starlink box outside and then the extender inside, which I reran all the things today. So the extender is plugged into a gigabit switch, and I just ran a 15-foot cable through the door into my ham shack.
It's probably a good thing I'm not married, because when I was in the apartment, I would just run my coax through the door and just slam it in the door. So
no, you don't want that. You don't want to like slam it in the door.
Yeah, I'll just do that with my Cat 5. Just slam it in the door.
I had to upgrade to shielded Cat 5 because every time I'd transmit on, I think it was 30 meters, the connection to my radio would crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I run shielded Cat. I'm doing Cat 6.
Yeah, when I say Cat 5, I'm using Cat 6, but
yeah,
I've been saying Cat 5 for the last.
The flat stuff.
The flat stuff,
No.
you won't get RFI into it.
Yes, you will.
It all catches RFI.
So I was using a flat cable with my X6100, 10 watts POTA, and it was causing RFI on that.
Really? Oh,
yeah. Because the X6100 uses a Ethernet cable for the microphone.
Most of the new ones do.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because there's some like splitters which are weird because an Ethernet splitter doesn't make sense at all. But you can use like an Ethernet splitter and you can run multiple mics into like an 871.
Actually, does anybody know if the 891 is it Cat 6 or is it like the phone cable?
It's Cat 6.
I mean Cat 5. Cat 5 is what I meant. Like, is
Yeah,
it a
Cat 5.
regular
Same connector.
It's
What's going on, Chris?
No, they're different. Phone cable is RJ11.
Yeah.
Cat 5 and Cat 6 is RJ45.
Okay,
Wait.
so yeah, it's RJ45 is what it is.
Yeah.
Cat 5 and Cat 6 is
so-
the same though, right?
Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a mobile install soon, and I've got to run whatever cable it is from the back of the car
Earthquake here?
where the radio is going to be to the
Ooh.
control head.
So I don't know what the control head is. I'd have to take mine apart. But I know the microphone. Plug the mic without taking the faceplate off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running a remote head at some point in the car.
I need to do that.
I'm trying to find a mobile though. I can't find a mobile transceiver with sideband
Good luck.
for 2 meters.
7100 does, right?
Yeah, or 991, but those aren't mobile. Well, the 7100 can be.
Yeah, but I was hoping like the FTM 500 was sideband, but apparently it's not.
That's so expensive.
Where's Kyle, Texas at?
Kyle, Texas is south of Austin by like 20 miles or so, 20, 30 miles.
I'm working somebody on
I used
So
to live
Frank
fake
says that-
radio.
Frank says the 991A is mobile, and I will say the caveat is it's mobile if you are a single dude.
Yeah.
America Link.
Yeah, I would buy a 991 to mount in the car, but I don't intend on being
This is
single
Greg
the rest of my life.
K6EGG. You're actually on 30 Charlie.
Yeah, I'm not getting a 991. This.
And the 991 is expensive.
Yeah, it's a big radio too.
How much is it?
Hey,
Isn't it
I
like,
feel you. How are you singing, Greg?
isn't the 991 more expensive than a 710?
No, it's about the same.
Hello there, John. KI5QOU. This is Greg, K6EGG, Southern California, and also live streaming on YouTube tonight.
Sorry to talk over you
No.
guys.
It's like 300 more.
I almost bought a 991 before I bought my 710, and then I
I
didn't
can't
want
look
all the
at your
technology.
YouTube at the minute. I'm driving, but how are you this evening? Everything all right out there?
Other than I'm getting tired of the rain in Southern California, and I can't have my big HF antenna up, I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? What's your location at right now?
Double fisting it, doing
I am 22 miles out of Muskogee, Oklahoma, on the
No
Indian
idea where
Nation
that's at.
Turnpike.
Muskogee is eastern Oklahoma.
Eastern Oklahoma, huh? I actually don't know where that's at exactly, but I hope the weather's decent for you there. Storm is coming your way from my neck of the woods. Pretty wet and rainy, and a lot of puddles, flooded streets over by me.
yeah, both. Wow.
Yeah, I used to live out in Oklahoma, so I know right where that's at.
Yeah, well, we
sorry.
need the rain out here. I live in East Texas along the Louisiana border. I know we definitely need the rain at home there.
We'll send you some. We're like 50% over what we normally get right now.
Actually, I think you're right on that one, Frank. This is actually weaning out a little bit because they said it was going to be super hard yet today, and it was just kind of spitting all day, but it's enough to flood.
Well, you have a good evening there, Greg. I'm going to pay attention to the highway here, KI5QU.
Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. And most importantly, drive safe out there because there's a lot of crazies out there. I drive in at Los Angeles all the time, and they're still trying to drive 80 miles an hour at 4:30 in the morning on the way into work this morning.
Yes, I mean
Antarctica's on 30.
Where? I don't see him.
on 30.
30 on 8? FT8?
Yeah,
I haven't been out
on
to
FT8.
LA in years. Can't say that I miss it either. I drive a truck. I'm a truck driver. I drive a tractor trailer for a living, but now I just run 4 or 5 states there around home. That's about it.
I got him on
Well,
30
drive
already.
safe there, sir.
You got him?
Oh, not now, but previously. I got Antarctica on 12, 15, 17, 30, and 80.
You and every other American have this weird addiction to food. Think you have to eat. So I'm contracted to Tyson's. I have to drive safe so you can have food. You can have food in the freezer section at Kroger's.
Copy that. You keep those steroid and injected chickens coming our way. They taste good. I just had one earlier today.
Unfortunately, you don't have Kroger's.
Yeah, we do. They're called Ralph's here.
Oh, I didn't know y'all had Kroger's out there.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina. Ooh. I don't think I have this guy yet.
I need some more states on CW. I got a bunch this weekend, but not as many as I was hoping for.
So
I need to find a CW decoder for Mac.
Oh, I was going to... Okay, if you had Windows, I found one this weekend that works really good.
I need to just dual boot.
You know, my favorite thing is the CW decoder I have is literally on a website called hotamateurprograms.com.
Hot amateur, huh? So it's like the only
Hot
fans of amateur
programs. Hey, I'll tell you what. Their program works pretty good.
I could probably send CW at like 5 words per minute.
Oh,
but I have
sending
no way to
super
receive it.
easy.
Yeah, I suck. I don't know the alphabet by heart, but I have like a chart where I could send it probably, but I just need a way to listen to it. Because I don't know that anything's going to work for me to learn without doing it. Like I learn by trial and error.
What I did is Flex, you can literally type and it will send the CW for you.
On a
or
Flex?
you can do macros. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Flex
Or you can
money.
use N1MM.
Oh, and M1MM has it?
Yeah, it'll send for you. It won't decode.
Oh. Yeah, I need a decoder.
FL Digi will decode, but I didn't find that it worked too good.
Even I get like jumbled like random stuff when I try to use FL Digi.
Dustin said
So
something
the thing
in the
is-
chat, by the way. DM780 will decode.
DM780.
Send in the code.
Is that on Mac?
Oh, I'll be really cheating. We should do that one night on the live stream.
So the
that's
nice thing
Hammered
about like contests is almost everyone is sending via their computer, which means their code is perfect. So a decoder
That is not
can
Mac-based.
decode the computer encoded CW really good. So
Yeah.
there were people sending me like 33 words per minute and I could decode it just fine. It was the folks that were keying by hand that I couldn't. Yeah. It was
decoding
the faster
hand
the faster they sent
encoded.
it, the better chance I had of decoding it.
Charlie Victor.
And I was trying to be like a good, I mean, it's not good to just not, I mean, I know my call sign and some few things, but like sometimes like I had to learn AGN question mark real fast because I'm like, oh my, what are they sending me? But by the end of the contest, I knew a bunch of the things like I could, if they were sending AGN or question mark or PWR, like I could figure that out just by listening to it. Because like people say, oh, do Long Island CW Club. For me, it's more about just literally sitting there and just banging it out and doing it.
Exactly. That's how I think I'll learn it the best. I don't know that I'll learn it by like watching somebody.
So, and I think like DXpeditions all use like N1MM to send as well.
No Mac programs though, huh?
So, and to try and not be a complete turd, what I was doing is I would listen to somebody sending CW and I'd listen to them like do 2 QSOs or 3 QSOs And if it decoded it 100%, then I was comfortable enough. But I didn't just start sending my call sign out to randos, and then having it not decode and be confused. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and call CQ and then like I got like 100 stations calling back to me and then not call back to any of them because I can't decode.
I'm getting down to Antarctica.
yeah, that's
Yeah, you need to try that Antarctica because I didn't.
Yeah,
even
I
get
didn't
hit.
call CQ at all.
Oh,
I was
wow.
too afraid of people coming back to me and not being able to,
Yeah,
I want
the
this.
furthest I got on 30 was into Alaska, like southeastern Alaska and Europe, like France.
No, didn't you
or Switzerland?
Didn't you get Hawaii last week on 30?
No, but I'm talking like right now. I tried to get that Antarctica guy.
I would love to get Antarctica. Then I'll get my real all continents.
Yeah, the one Antarctica card, the one Antarctica. I can't talk, dude. I think I have a speech impediment. The one Antarctica, however you say it. The one contact I have from there, I don't think he ever confirmed it because it was like I didn't get the Roger 73, so I manually logged it anyway in wsjtx, and he
Didn't
never
hope for the
confirmed it.
best.
Yeah, and I don't think he ever logged it. I think he's one of those guys that we completed the QSO, but he's like, yeah, I'm not logging that because it's not official.
Hey, Frank, is that the edge of the flat Earth? Chase, real quick.
Yeah, there's a couple of times. Oh, go ahead.
I had a question for Chase, a little bit off subject, but a little bit what I was talking about before. You work at a TV station, right? And you don't have to say which one. Do you guys use uplinks in your, like satellite uplinks, KU or whatever?
Like satellite uplinks?
Yeah.
We have like sat trucks. We don't use sat a whole lot. Like I think the last time we used the satellite truck was at the Rangers parade.
Isn't that like
where we knew we weren't going to have cell data? Plus, you have to pay for satellite uptime too.
Yeah, it's gone down. I just wondered because we
expensive.
used a satellite path for like 9 hours yesterday to go 2 miles, 2.5 miles.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, and it was a whole transmission.
Yeah,
our whole.
We had to use microwave and satellite like in high traffic areas because all of our live views. I mean, pretty sure you know how a live view works. Cellular.
Oh, yeah. You can't use it when VIPs are in town either.
Yeah. Well, we have FirstNet.
Little known secret.
We have FirstNet, like because we're considered a utility because because we broadcast stuff to the emergency alert system, so we qualify for FirstNet. But even on like congested networks, FirstNet doesn't work.
Yeah, and
isn't FirstNet normally on AT&T?
Squash all that.
Yeah, I say FirstNet, but like Verizon has their own thing called Verizon Frontline too.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's for utilities and first responders and all that.
Yeah, I've heard of it for like EMS, fire, and police. I didn't know that TV's got it too.
I think it just depends on how probably the connections that you have.
It's like getting a blue check next to your name on Twitter. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we qualify for it though, like I said, because we broadcast emergency alerts to the emergency alert system. So we're considered a utility because I guess what we do is important.
So why can't you do it if there's a VIP in town?
Because they jam stuff up.
Yeah, they jam and have prioritization.
Yeah, they carry jammers with them.
Yeah, our microwave stuff is what we had to use for the Rangers thing.
Because they probably were using the same system there for.
Yeah, there was no cell data because I tried to go live on my live view and like it died. Yeah. Yeah, that sucked.
Did I tell you the VIP that I had on my POTA outing?
The chicken guy came?
Did Joe Biden show up?
Yeah, he did.
He got lost in the woods.
He was already lost. He doesn't have to be in the woods.
I went to DC a couple months ago, and my friend Shep came up, and we were activating at the mall, like 2 blocks away from like the White House. So all of a sudden, like, cops come, and there's a cop at the end of the street on one side and the other side, and they're just sitting there, but he's pointed in the wrong direction. And then a couple minutes later, more cops come. And then the original cops turn on their lights and they block traffic. And we're sitting there inside of this dude's like black, I think it was black Tahoe. We've got a 40-meter ham stick and we're like passing
Red Bulls.
Like we're sitting there like, you know, playing on the radio with his car right there, like in clear view of everyone. And a bike cop comes and shines our lights on us, and then he kind of like walks, and we're like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, he probably
And
just
there's,
wanted to join in on the fun.
There's cops everywhere, and we're just sitting there like on the mall. It was like right off the road is the I don't know. We were activating the mall, but all of a sudden like fire trucks start showing up and ambulances and cops are just everywhere, and they all got their lights on, and we're like, do you think someone thinks we're like crazy people? And I had I had some like a shirt with my work info on it, and I'm like, oh no. So all of a sudden, like a flight of helicopters just flies over at like 100 feet. And then we're like, oh, okay, they're not here for us. Like we thought maybe someone called the cops saying like there's weird dudes, you know, playing on the radio in the National Mall. Cause like the one night I was at the it's the National Forest or whatever. I can't think of the name, but it's in the mall. It's like a wooded meadow, and I set up a 40-meter end-fed half wave.
Read check, please.
And you know, you're probably not supposed to put wires in trees. But I did anyway. But yeah, so it turned out it was just Joe Biden. Like the helicopters flew to the White House. They were there for like 10, 15 minutes, and then they took off and flew right back.
Well, at least it wasn't a search party looking for him because he wandered off.
Yeah, it was like when all these cops were going around and they were shining flashlights in vehicles, and it was like, what are they doing? And then it wasn't like as soon as the helicopter flew over, we're like, oh, okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on just a second.
Station, did you just say you were in the shower?
Oh my God. I didn't know the White House is a park.
Of course I'm on the shower, man. I've been working all day. Had like a 14-hour day. You know, washing this fire truck and answering this off, man.
Is he a volley?
You could hear the water dropping in the background.
Copy that. I could hear the water dropping in the background.
Oh my God. So Joe Biden would just right there. Your boy.
Some people take toasters into the shower. Some people take a radio into the shower.
Ryan's awesome. I love Ryan.
Yeah, if you pull up like the POTA map in DC, like there are
there's a lot.
So if you look where Constitution Gardens are, we are right there. So if you just go up the street like a couple hundred feet, and then you're right at the ellipse.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find that wooded area you were talking about.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Constitution Gardens.
One second.
I actually like the ambient of the shower rain, whatever, or shower water hitting your tub there. I'm sure that was the first radio check anybody got out of the shower.
Oh, I just thought you might have been annoyed from the rain sounds. You got so much rain in California that you might be done with it. I was going to say, welcome to South Louisiana, pod. It rains almost every day around here.
Copy that. Yeah, I had to work out on it last night, and I have to work out on it tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm not looking forward to it, and it's not like warm rain, like tropical stuff.
Oh no,
I need
man!
to
It's
go
liquid
activate
sunshine,
PC.
baby.
I can't believe he give that poor guy a radio check in the shower. He's probably like, what? You can hear the water hitting the ground and shit in there. Oh my God.
Yeah, so Chase, if you look at Constitution
I gotta
Gardens
say though,
National
it's
Park,
much better on the hot days than it
06
is on the 40-degree day getting rain. 'Cause I don't like
Sorry.
that cold rain. That ain't for me.
I found it.
No, it's been in the 40s here. When I left for work at 4 or whatever this morning, and it was like 49 and raining, which is cold for California standards.
Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Have we ever had a president
Oh,
that had
that's
We'll
their
have more sunny days.
amateur license?
I believe it. I've been to California a couple of times. It was
I don't
sunny.
think so.
We need one.
If you look at the island that's there, Chase, like, do you see the lake?
Yeah.
And then there's the island. That's
Yeah,
in the lake.
I found it on there.
So,
Orange County.
I'm in the city of Chino, about 2 miles north of the Chino airport off the 60 and mountain.
He's down in Orange County, by the way. Stanton, which is by Huntington Beach. For you guys, probably know where Huntington
Chase,
Beach
right
is.
where that bridge is.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
So there's like the
It took me a couple
sidewalk
hours, but
that
I finally
goes
got my
between
camera to connect to the Pi Star. It's so much harder to use than Yaesu.
In the shower or just in general?
DStar in general is very convoluted to get working. Hey, at least you got it looks like your first radio check there was from Ryan there, K5 TAR in the shower of all places.
I just wanted to make sure he knew.
I know, how awesome is that?
You have to admit that was probably your first radio check from the shower.
I got to admit, and I don't want to know what the next level up is. The shower's fine.
Car wash, maybe? I don't know if you want to have your antenna up there for that. Just to let you know, I know exactly where Stanton is at. I sometimes go to the, what do they call that place? Noggles there. I forget on Beach Boulevard. I haven't been out there for a little bit, so I'm familiar with the Stanton area. I work down in Anaheim time to time.
Interesting. We just drove past it this morning. I've never been to Noggles. There used to be a chain out here like 30 years ago. I don't know if it's the same chain. Oh, it's Mexican food, right?
Yeah, it's basically Del Taco. Del Taco bought out Noggles in the 80s and let the I forget what it was, their statute of limitations for the recipes run out. And a guy picked up all the recipes and stuff and the name and restarted it, but it doesn't really taste all that good. At least the last couple times I've been. They're very nice there, but it's a little bit, yeah.
That is not real Mexican food.
Del Taco?
No, I used to go to
Noggles.
Mad Creek when it was in the same building.
No.
What was it before that? I'm sorry.
Mad Greek.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Barely, but I do.
Somebody has their
No, it was
headphones
funny.
up
If you ever
loud.
went on to Yelp and you wrote a bad
probably
review,
me.
the Mad Greek would actually get pissed off at you. He'd write you a really negative reply in kind.
Some places definitely do. I know I put a bad review up on a restaurant and like literally I got an email like 2 minutes after asking, well, what can we do for you to take it down? I'm like, nothing, because it already happened. So anyways, your radio is working good. I don't know if you're new to DStar. Welcome aboard. I'm going to take a standby. Maybe you can make some more contacts. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in the city of Chino, only about, 30 miles away from you over the hills there by the 91. So take care. I'm also live streaming on YouTube if you're interested to see how you sound coming through my DStar radio.
How do I find you on YouTube? You call sign? Yeah, this is my. I got this radio like 2 weeks ago. I haven't had time to play with it except for today. And setting up through Pi-Star, trust me, it took 2 hours. It took me maybe 5 minutes with my Yaesu. So yeah, there's that.
I hear you, man. They're all a little bit different. DStar seems a little more convoluted, although DMR isn't that much easier. You could just type my callers into YouTube, and if you see a live version of me, I am live right now, right in this second. I got a couple people in on audio IP, Chase, KI5, IRE, God, I hope I said that right, and King Henry 6, Whiskey, India from Hawaii.
Did I say your call sign right?
Yeah. We're doing our fake net. Don't forget to tell them. Fake net starts in 10 minutes.
I think you'd probably go along with it. You just
The
did a radio
Eggnet?
check from Kansas coming in. I don't have Kansas on 30 yet.
We need a ham president, though. Because imagine if the president like did a POTA activation from the Oval Office.
No, that's private property.
Throw a ladder line
Technically,
antenna
it's
out the
not
window.
private. It's government owned.
Yeah. It's his house.
The White House Park is I think it's within. If it's
my house is government property, so does that mean I can POTA from my house?
It's just not a park. Do you live in a park?
It can be. It's part of the Pearl Harbor Historic District.
If it's
Kilo
ships.
November 6, Zulu Foxtrot Mike. Alles für Deutschland.
Hey, he's from Bakersfield there, Scott. I don't know if you're still watching.
Gregory, you sound great. KN6ZFM. This is Greg, K6EGG. Down the 5 from you in the city of Chino.
I'm so mad I didn't do a POTA activation when I visited Hawaii.
I did.
Yeah, you should have called me up.
Yeah, I called
I
Hitwall.
don't even
Sent him a message.
actually. I don't think I was doing HF then. Now that I think about it,
But yeah, Chase, I was telling you, right by that bridge in the gardens, that's where I was doing the POTA activation. Like,
I'm surprised they
Vehicle
didn't
there
make y'all
with-
stop your activation for
The-
the.
I don't think they saw
What?
I don't think they saw the wire. Like,
What?
I'm sure they saw it. They probably just didn't say anything.
Brian, if you're
I'm
watching,
surprised-
jump in the chat. Say hello. By
but
the
I
way.
mean, like,
I'm surprised
The-
they didn't say
the-
anything because it's like
the
security.
Tahoe had a giant ham stick on top of it, and we're sitting there.
the hamstick,
and,
Eric.
wire in the tree.
What's up?
Like,
Half those guys are probably hams anyway.
on my YouTube channel, you can actually see where I did the activation.
I'll watch that. Is it on your DC? We did a POTA thing.
Yeah. The ham stick Eric goes to Hawaii or goes to DC.
I'll watch that in a little bit.
I'll have to watch that later. Hamstick Eric goes. Is that what you put?
Yeah, it's. No, I think it's let me put it on.
Are you gonna copyright ding me? Can I play it right now?
Oh, yeah,
Is
you
it
can play
Hamstick Eric? Is it under Hamstick Eric?
No, just put in my call letters. It'll.
Yeah, next time I go to Hawaii, I'll make sure to hit you up.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I don't even think I took my DMR radio out there.
I have radios.
I didn't.
All you need to do.
I
is
didn't
be
know
here.
what Hawaii allowed and didn't allow.
We are part of America.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things you can't bring to Hawaii, and a lot of things you can't take back.
Can't bring bananas.
Yeah, and you got to fill out that form on the airplane.
Oh, you should see
Dude,
the names I
dude,
used for that.
When I went to Hawaii, I forgot to fill that out because I was sick. I had COVID on the plane going there.
Hey, what's going on, ham fan?
Oh, yeah,
Poto
that's the
Ohana.
one.
It's Eric Kilo, Hotel 6 Whiskey India. I'm in Greenbelt Park in Maryland.
You got the music going.
POTA. When I pulled in, Dell N2 NWK was here. So
Let's get to the juicy stuff here.
So, doing it this way. So,
Did you get video of the Black Hawk doing the flyover?
So I won't be able to record
No, I grabbed a picture of it, but it wasn't good. So fast forward. This is when I was still in Maryland. Yeah, there you go.
Park in Washington,
Oh,
D.C.
dude, you got some great video going on here.
Whiskey 0, Charlie Golf, Charlie 5.
No aloha.
Just finished wrapping up the activation.
Yeah, so like
packing up all my
literally,
gear. It's 10 o'clock now, so I don't want to be here much later. Spent about 15 or 20 minutes on the air. Got 25 contacts, and that's good enough for me.
yeah, literally sitting there at Constitutional Gardens when the helos fly over.
What time of year was that?
September.
I don't think I've been to DC since I was in like junior
I'm
high.
at Fort McHenry in Baltimore. A battle.
Oh no! Fast forward to this. I don't like seeing myself.
All right, I took
one
you
was,
off. I knew.
that part was Fort McHenry.
I know you don't like that. You got to do the aloha. By the way, anybody new watching tonight, including you, Brian, don't forget to hit that like button. Would love to chat with you again.
Yeah, the Fort McHenry was, dude. The ranger came up to me because I didn't put the wire in the tree. I put the carbon 6 mast and leaned it into the tree. And the ranger came up. He's like, "Are you doing POTA?" And I'm like, "Crap, he's gonna tell me about my wire in the tree." And I was like, "I am." He's like, "Oh, most of the time the people just do that in the parking lot." And I was like, "Oh, you know about POTA?" He's like, "Yeah, people come here all the time." And I was like, "Is it cool that I have the thing in the tree?" He's like, "As long as you don't bother anyone or hurt the tree, I don't care." And he's like, "It's just nice to see someone not do it from their car."
I'm hitting.
And I was like, well, right on.
KC6LDN. Hello, Greg.
I'm hitting Antarctica again.
But he doesn't see you.
K6LDN. This is Greg. K6EGG.
I'm not seeing him anymore.
K6.
Oh, did you get Saba and St.
jumping
Eustace?
in here. I'm listening. I'm cracking up with the guy in the shower getting the QSO.
Hey, that's probably one of the best radio checks you're going to get all day. He's like in the shower, like he's just like, gotta love Ryan. Good man. And hearing the water hit in the background was awesome.
I don't know if you guys were seeing it, but Saba in St. Eustace is also on.
I think I
30?
worked him a couple months ago.
Oh, I saw that earlier. I worked him on
PJ5.
I think there might be somebody doing SSTV right now.
I'm just trying to get this guy that sees me on FT8 in Antarctica. That would be my first contact in Antarctica. I can't speak tonight because I've been up since 4:30 this morning, but doesn't seem to be working. But good to hear you out here tonight. Hope you're staying dry down there in San Diego, I believe, correct?
K6EGG affirmative. I'm in San Diego overlooking the Mission Bay area. Hey, that's a great picture there of Southwest Airlines.
That was Hamstick Eric there. King Henry VI Whiskey India.
Hamstick Eric, I love it.
What is that?
Those guys are in via SonoBus, by the way, for those of you new.
What is that? Y'all know what that is?
Is that ready?
It might be. It's on 10.154.
One sec.
Oh,
was that
great.
somebody
Now
else
I'm
in there?
gonna
Go
get a
ahead.
pile up.
This is
Greg,
Kilo
I see
6
call
Echo
and
Golf
CQ.
Golf.
And
What's
I see KF0 IDT making a contact with a UA3 station.
I am not seeing you. I don't think I've worked you on 40.
This
30,
is
I mean.
Brian again, Greg. Hey, I like the radio that your buddy has there.
Which radio is that?
Talking about Hamstick Eric?
Affirmative. Hamstick Eric. I've got a radio just like that. I'd like to know how he likes it.
I don't think he realizes that's your real name.
Which one?
Which radio?
That's when he was doing the activation.
Oh,
I think you said about the
X6100.
Oh, yeah. I think
The X200, I believe.
Or was it the 705? I thought I saw
6100
705 in there.
No, I brought
I got one
the.
just like it. I like to know.
Yeah.
So he just used it. That's why he was using the ham stick, by the way, because you don't have to do too much tuning.
That's why his name is Hamstick Eric. I actually did a POTA activation myself with him in Hawaii first weekend of October, I believe.
Oh no, pile up. No, a lot of the trip I used a NFET half wave or a quarter wave. It was only 1 or 2 activations I used a ham stick.
Hopefully you guys can hear us. He has his beautiful Icom 7300. We only have one camera here, so bear with us. We're in the middle of a park at Sand Chicken
Uh,
Park guy yelling at us.
Sand Island.
Was that your one and only POTA, Greg?
Yep. I didn't even activate my home state yet.
Well, I'm still here. I haven't left at all.
Can you face? There we go.
Copy that. I'm now showing my activation with Mr. Hamstick Eric when I was with him in
We were on
Honolulu in October.
21-290.
Pardon me.
Last call. If this frequency is in use, Kilo Hotel.
I can't wait. This is my favorite part, Eric.
This frequency is in use.
Check this out. I'm gonna get the.
All right, I'm going to start playing the
Here we
sound of
go.
my people. Is this frequency in use? I'm about to call CQ.
Greg, just know that you're going to a bad place.
All right, nothing heard. This is
Why?
Kilo Hotel 6 Whiskey India going
Why?
to go live for some POTA.
I don't want to cut your head off there.
You ready?
Yep, we're on.
Aloha! This is Kilo Hotel 6 Whiskey India.
That's
and
awesome,
Kilo
dude.
6 Echo Golf Golf from Kilo 6415 Sand Island State Recreation.
That was a cool day, dude. I gotta say that was one of my funnest ham radio days. And you know why? Because I talked to my buddy that I got my ham radio license with in California.
Affirmative. I'm in San Diego.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, you know, except for I thought I told you to wear pants.
I wouldn't have wore pants. I've never wore pants in Hawaii. Actually, that's not true. I did when I was going to get married there. But that's another story.
See, you need to get those. You need to get those Columbia pants that I wear a lot.
I would probably bring them next time so I don't get bitten up. Because I remember flying back the day after that, and I was very itchy for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's I don't know if the ones I have are the PFG, but they're like fishing or hiking pants. They let the wind through like really easy, but they keep the sun off of you, and they keep the critters.
Yeah. Do they keep the chicken people away? That's the most important part. Brian, you made Brian's day by doing the radio check in the shower. That was awesome.
I gotta refresh it, Greg.
Man, I wish I would have done POTA when I was in Hawaii because I did not realize how I was in like every park there pretty much.
Dude, it's
when I went to Oahu.
I got to tell you, and Eric's kind of spoiled by this. It's like awesome, like looking out over the ocean, right? Seeing it was pretty wavy that day, like it was like a wind.
No,
what?
Greg, you got to go to the North Shore where we got 15-foot waves.
Oh, you didn't go to North Shore?
But it was that time of year. Town was more. We were in October. That's not that. Wasn't the waves weren't going on October in North Shore, right? Right?
They're really big in the winter. Yeah, they're really big right now.
Yeah, I went in February of last year. Is when I went.
But it's cool. He like set up this antenna system, and I got all these like familiar voices coming in, and I'm sitting in an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you know, whatever, and I'm hearing all these people I know. And I don't know, Chase, you don't know the story, but a fellow of mine that I know, Rick, N6POP, we got our license together, and years and years and years ago, we talked about, because I always loved Hawaii. I go, dude, it'd be great if one of these days I go to Hawaii and make a bunch of contacts and talk to you there, and the signal goes across the ocean and stuff like that. So I texted him the day before. I'm like, dude, I'm going to do this. He's like, well, if timing's right, I can do it. And if the band's right, we can make it happen. And we made it happen. He got through the pile up. So that was really, really cool.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good pile too.
Yeah, that was I was like you could probably watch the video. I should put a link in there, but I never personally been a part of a pileup like that. I've heard them, but not hearing all those stations come back all at once. It's like, whoa, whoa. It's like an echoing of your call sign there. So it's very intriguing and a very almost and intimidating at the same time for somebody that's not used to that. I'm like looking at him like, how's he getting these call signs in right? And I'm sitting there trying to like promote the video on my own at the same time. And I'm like, there's no way I can keep up with this.
And I keep handing you the mic. I'm like, Greg, you have to talk on the radio. Or you, because there's some people that'll go out and like 5 people will go to a park and one person never uses the radio and still gets, submits a log. So I'm like, Greg's going to be on the radio if he submits a log.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't know Diamond Head was also a.
Yeah.
Oh, Diamond Head's kind of tricky. Like, so there's the trail. No, we did Sand Island.
Please watch if you guys get a chance. I put the link in there, but at the end of the video, actually, you know what? I might show that just because I want to see that again at the end of the video.
How is Punch Bowl not a POTA park? I thought it was like a national memorial.
So when I went to add them, I didn't feel right. So I'm not the mapping rep, but I submitted a bunch of parks to add. And I just don't think that a cemetery needs to be a POTA site. So I didn't ask them to add it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we gotta go. Turn the power down. This is Kilo Hotel 6 Whiskey India QRZ.
I did go to Punch Bowl when I was there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Punch Bowl.
That's beautiful nice. Up there, man.
Yeah,
yeah. That was I think one of my highlights.
If you keep going up one of the roads that Punch Bowl is on, you get up to Kilo 2222. And that's one of my favorite parks, especially like late in the evening. Like when the sun is setting, it's just, you got the downtown, you got from Diamond Head all the way over to Pearl Harbor. And you get that nice, like the clouds look like cotton candy and it's pink and purple and blue and yellow and orange. And it's great.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf from Park.
Oh, the scenic overlook thing.
Oahu,
yeah, I know. Yeah, Tantalus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then
park. I went to some like state park when I was there too, but I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like south of Kaneohe.
Oh, Hialeah State Park?
It might have been. I could
probably
check.
a little north.
I think we took the H1 there maybe, or the H3. I could probably just check my photos.
H3. Oh yeah, there's H3.
Kilo Oscar 6 November 5 and 9 59 and Kilo 6415.
Roger, you were 559 for Southern California. Now the suffix of your call sign was Whiskey India QSL.
Roger, like the state of Wisconsin.
I gotta find where that's at.
I don't know where this is. New Anu Pali, I think is what it was. New Ali Pali. New Anu Pali something. I think it's off of H3.
Oh, the overlook.
Yeah. Off of 61 Poly Highway. Highway, however you say that.
Yeah, it's windy up there.
Oh, yeah. I almost blew my camera off the overlook.
Yeah, because you got that sheer vertical thing. You got the wind hitting the cliffs and just going straight up.
Yeah, that was cool, dude. Hawaii was awesome. It sucked. I was sick on that trip and didn't even know it till I got to Hawaii and had to quarantine the first few days.
You can see the chicken people behind there.
Yeah, Chicken Man.
I don't see him. I see his barbecue there though, over your shoulder.
Dude, there's some good barbecue.
I think this is where. I was so freaking hot right there, man.
Is there a November 6 Papa Oscar Papa?
Yeah, copy. You guys hear me okay?
This is my buddy.
Yeah, Roger. You're about a 5-4 54 here in Hawaii.
That's
Stand by
awesome.
for Greg.
Dude, this is awesome. Finally, antenna to antenna from Hawaii to Southern California there, Rick.
Yeah, you're about F5 to F6 here and my little remote here in Riverside. Copy?
Copy that, man. Sounded good, and we'll chat. You know I'm live streaming, so you can hear yourself come back. But take care, buddy, and we'll talk soon, man.
Yeah, dude. Awesome. It's a pretty good contact, too.
He sees he said the Pacific.
7-3, say hi to Deanne, and we're QRZ.
That's his wife, by the way. She's a ham radio operator, too.
Is that big rock thing? I don't remember what it's called. It's on the East Shore. Is that a state park?
The rock thing.
Big rock thing.
Yeah, there's like a big rock thing. I don't remember.
Thank you, K6EGG. For some reason, your chat isn't coming up.
Oh, it's Pupukea, I think, is what it is.
Pupukea? Oh,
like out there by Makapu Lookout.
Oh, Makapu Lighthouse.
Yeah. I've been up there.
That's actually it is not only a park, but so there's the scenic area, which is Makapu Head. They call it. I shouldn't say it. It's the Kaiwi scenic state scenic site. But then there's a trail that goes from the parking lot out to the lighthouse, and you can do it as a twofer if you're within 100 feet of the trail.
Dang, that's cool. Yeah, I need to get back out there at some point. But that trip cost me so much money.
I was almost out there last week. Almost.
Yeah, that trip cost me so much money, dude. I was freaking.
You gotta have your work paid for, dude.
They're not going to.
Everything's so expensive here. Like one bag of groceries, not even like a paper bag, but like those fabric reusable ones. One bag of that costs you $100. And that's in a non-tourist area.
That's weird. I saw somebody's.
I think the cheapest thing was my Airbnb.
Did you get a rental car?
I did.
Yeah, that's probably pretty expensive too.
I don't remember what it cost because I split it with a buddy.
You had a brocation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a brocation.
I've been looking at going over to.
Did we what?
You guys share beds?
Hell yeah, dude.
I've been looking at going to Maui to do like a rove for satellites. It's almost not even any cheaper for me to go to Maui than it is for someone on the mainland. The only thing that's going to be easier is it'll be a shorter flight that costs like $200 less.
Yeah, they don't run that ferry anymore either.
Yeah, if they had the ferry, I would go over there, no problem. I would load up my car full of camping gear, book a campsite, and I would spend a weekend over. I'd go to Kauai, I'd go to Maui. I'd do all of them because all you'd have to pay for is the campsite and the ferry. Like I'd bring a cooler full of food and $20.
They don't do
$20 a night at a campsite.
They don't do the ferry anymore?
No.
They stopped it. That was a big deal too.
Is Lanai that private island?
No.
I think you're thinking of Nihao.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a resort on Lanai.
There's like one where some guy owns it or some family or something.
Yeah, Nihao.
Nihao.
Yeah, you got to be invited to go to that. And there's another one that's not inhabited either. I'm trying to think of the name of that.
So the thing with Nihao is you can pay a lot of money and get a 3-hour snorkeling trip via private helicopter. Because I've had some people ask me to go over that island to do some like a satellite rove, and I'm like, bro, I can't afford a private helicopter.
So for a POTA, could you be over a park, like in the air?
Yep.
Really? You don't have to.
You could go skydive at like I can't remember what part of the island it is. I think it's Kaina.
Yeah,
I think it's Kaina where they do the skydiving.
Yeah, that's
I think there's like you could go
several parts up there.
over that.
Where's
Yeah,
Carlos at?
Point.
We need to get Carlos in the
Skydive
chat
POTA.
now.
Skydiving POTA.
it's,
That'd be freaking awesome.
Dillingham Airfield. So if you look at the POTA map, the green doesn't go like the actual park goes much further down the Farrington Highway.
So you just go land on all those rocks at Cayena.
Well, no. So like I have one of the
parking lot.
I have one of the GIS maps. The POTA park goes almost all the way to Dillingham Field. So, you just cut over at like 3,000 feet, or a sailplane. They have sailplanes. You could do the game management area, which is above the cliffs. Do that Aeronautical Mobile.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Aeronautical Mobile.
I
made a couple Aeronautical Mobile contacts.
I tried to work a guy on Saturday that was Aeronautical Mobile, but I couldn't get him.
So one of my favorite Aeronautical Mobile, I was camping on the windward side of the island. I think it was my birthday weekend. And this dude, WA7FLY, calls me. And like, I heard the FL, like the Foxtrot Lima Yankee. But even without hearing that, like he just had that like pilot voice with like the engines in the background. And he talked like a pilot. And then I was like, dude, are you in an airplane? He's like, yeah, Roger. I'm like 36,000 feet over the southwest corner of Wyoming. And I think he was a 737. And that was that was awesome.
K6 Can-E?
No, it was WA7FLY.
Oh.
I think the guy that was doing Aeronautical Mobile on Saturday was in I think somebody said he was in like a 787 or something. Like it was a commercial airliner.
Yeah, they have HF radios in the tail. Dude, it was so cool when he called. Like pilot. I wanted to be a pilot, and I failed the depth perception exam.
I thought you were gonna say the MMPI.
MMP. I don't know what that is.
That's the psychological. I'm just joking though.
Oh, okay. No,
you don't have to do that for military, right?
I don't know. I didn't make it past the vision test.
I thought you were in the military.
Oh yeah. No, not to. Maybe you do for certain jobs.
Probably just for Air Force.
Here's his radio stack too, by the way.
Holy crap!
It's
That's
probably
awesome.
It's probably for just like certain jobs. Like the people that guard nuclear weapons or maintain them or launch them. I've never had to do one. I'm an IT guy though, so who knows?
Yeah.
They need to clean this thing a little bit. That thing.
I don't know anyone who does cool stuff.
You got to be everybody's got to be crazy to do IT stuff. To some degree.
I've seen some jobs that require, like they've got like certain codes attached to them, like when you're up for orders, and I'm like, why hasn't anyone wanted to do this job? And then I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to the military. I don't want the government to own me more than they already do.
They already do.
Yeah, that's why I said more than they already do.
Yeah. Like if it comes down to it, if there's World War III, you're in there.
I'm not. I'm too old.
I think I'm at the point now where I'm like second draft. I think the cutoff's like 26 or 25. I think is like the first draft group.
Yeah, but you're of reasonable physical abilities, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to want to take 18, 19, 20-year-olds, but you need someone who's also not going to spend a year to get into the shape that they want.
Yeah. Marconi Wireless Telegraphy Station. That looks cool.
Yeah, there's some research I need to do about that because some of the area is private. So I need to go look at like the land deeds or whatever to see if the historical site goes all the way to the ocean.
Yeah.
Because people are saying, the actual property doesn't go to the ocean. And I'm like, well, I don't care about the private property where that ends. I care about where the historical site boundaries are. And if that goes to the ocean, then you can activate it from the beach. Because Hawaii's got a law where the public has a right to access the beach.
Yeah, North Shore was freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, you get
North
some
Shore
good like
was
huli
way
huli
better than
chicken.
the South Shore. Oh yeah, I can't remember the place. It was off. I was trying to find it on my maps, but I forgot where it was. But it was like this park, like this food truck park. I want to say it was like out near Kaneohe. There's like a food truck park, and this dude had the chicken on like the rotisserie, like in a sand pit. Dude, that was freaking some of the best food I've ever had in my life.
I think they have a lot of that up in Haleiwa.
Yep. There's right across the street from apartment complex. I know what guy you're talking about.
Haleiwa was freaking cool too.
Hawaii used to be my home away from home.
There's another place called Halava, and I always get them like confused because they're the same, but not the same at all.
I did go over to Waianae. That was interesting.
Waianae. Oh yeah. I go over there occasionally.
Or I think it was Waianae. Is Waianae the one that's like really sketchy?
Not
Looks sketchy.
No.
You
There's
don't,
like
you don't be driving
part of
your
the
rental cars up there.
Yeah, we drove our rental car up there. It was definitely kind of sketch.
Yeah, so then the leeward side over there, like obviously if you're over by Disney, you're it is what it is. But I go over by like Nanakuli and Waianae, and I'll do like even at 10 p.m. At like one of the beach parks to do like a satellite pass. Like if it's a really low pass. And you just kind of got to feel it out. Like if there's a bunch of like people that look like they live there, maybe not the best area.
Yeah.
But other
I was gonna
places, you just
thought I was going to get like beat up for being over there.
Nah. So like many places, be respectful of the locals and be respectful of their culture, and they will respect you back. Just don't be a traditional dumb tourist.
Yeah.
So like I went there a couple weeks ago. It was when I had the QSO with a guy in India on satellite. There was a couple of groups. It was like I think a Saturday evening. Maybe it was a Thursday evening. But they were out there. It was like 10 p.m. They were just hanging out, like eating food. Like I think they had a little barbecue. It was like 9 p.m. at night, drinking a little bit. And I parked a little bit down, like a couple of picnic tables down. I was like, hey, is it cool if I do my little radio activity here? And they're like, yeah, man, no problem. What, cool. You're fine. And as long as you're respectful to the people, like the Hawaiian people, they'll be more than respectful back to you.
Yeah, everybody was pretty cool there. Like it was nice. It was nice to see nice people. Everybody was nice when I was there.
But on the same thing, if you act like a fool,
By the way, Ryan, I don't know if you know KN6KNE. He flies for he doesn't want me to say it, flies for an airline, and I made numerous contacts on the live stream with him. One over New Mexico, and I think I want to say one over West Texas. Also in his private plane, he has 152. I made a couple VHF contacts with him as we're coming in to have lunch. So a couple aeronautical mobiles with KN space in here. And I'm getting tired. KNXK. I can't even freaking think right now. Sorry. I've been up since 4:30, so I apologize. I think I just hit this wall.
Have you ever seen the look-alike Border Patrol car out there at Kaina?
I have not.
The one that's like a joke.
Frank is here?
It's a guy that has a like an Explorer that looks like a Border Patrol car, and it says Booty Patrol on it.
I have not seen that.
Frank, would you get a?
It was pretty
you want
funny.
to explore?
Yeah,
Or are you just a Crown Vic guy?
Yeah, that was pretty funny to see.
So it was like white with the green stripe.
Yeah, it was like white with a green stripe, and it has like a peach on the side of it, and it says Booty Patrol.
I've seen that in Hawaii. Or
Wait, hold on. I may have
picture
seen
of it.
that.
I've seen that in
It
Hollywood.
says every booty is a beauty. Booty Patrol on the back of it, and
There's-
it says like Chief. We swerve for curves.
There's stickers you can buy online for that and put them on your car.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he did. It was pretty funny.
Ooh, looks like they. I did a Google image search on it, which was very brave of me.
The license plate is Work It.
They have like a Chevy Astro van. Wait, no, actually, that one says Border Patrol on it. Oh, that looks like an abduction vehicle.
No windows, free candy.
89 GIJ on 30.
And it's rusty. I want to say that I have seen one. I can't be positive, but now that I see the pictures, yeah.
30 meters died out for me, by the way, boys. And I can't do 40 meters with my antenna set up right now.
All I'm seeing on 30 meters is that RIDI station.
RIDI?
Yeah, that RIDI station on 10.154.
Oh, did it die out on you too?
Yeah.
It's gone. I'll try 10 tomorrow morning. It'll be nice to make a couple more contacts. Maybe I can get Wyoming.
I had 20 late the other night.
20, 15, all that stuff is dead right now. Colin's probably going, try 15. I get in U.S. stations. Well, there's no way I can.
Actually,
What
20,
if-
I have like.
What if the
a
band
couple
is
of
still open, Greg? It's
places.
just below your S9 noise.
I don't have an S9 noise on. You know what? I just realized I had my RF down too. Shit.
Yeah.
I got to remember to turn it back up. Let's see if I.
Turn down for what?
No, I got some signals again. How about
I'm
that?
seeing South Africa on 20 right now.
I just. Oh.
Greg's like, I got nothing. Well, you turned your gain down.
I'm seeing South Africa, Kenya, and Dominica on 20. So I guess 20 is not dead right now.
I've been like getting like weird things. Like I worked Lesotho. I think I probably butchered the spelling or the pronunciation on 15, and it was like 10 p.m. here.
I'm just ready for 20 to be good again at night.
Yeah,
Wait till June.
15 is still open here, and it's 7 p.m.
And this is for Ryan.
K6EGG, KD9JIJ.
How did someone find me on here? I haven't said anything for a while.
KD9JIJ. This is Greg, K6EGG in rainy Southern California.
I don't know if
I
it's
remember
right.
when I first went general and every
Greg,
freaking
just wanted to jump in here and
Hold on a
say
second,
hi.
hold on.
wanted to work
This
me.
is Jake from the chat. I just want to say thanks for doing the live streams and getting me interested in this DStar stuff.
Hey, excellent there, Jacob. I appreciate you coming over and saying hi, man. I like DStar a lot. Like my HF, I can't use all the time, and digital propagation's always happening. So, and it's another way I always say this for people that live in HOA situations to make contact. So, I appreciate you.
Yep, I appreciate your live streams and your videos and stuff. I've been listening all night, but it took me all night to be able to get a transmission out. I was hearing you, but you weren't hearing me. But I finally got it figured out.
Excellent. You're coming through a. Hold on a second. Let me reset. My foot's slipping. Are you coming through a Pi-Star or local repeater where you're at there in, it looks like Illinois?
Yep, I'm going through a hotspot. Like I say, through recommendations from you, I was talking about openspot or getting a Pi hat for one of my Pis I had laying around. I just ended up getting a MMDBM hotspot and got it all set up with one of my Pi 4s. and currently running the WPSD software on it.
I'll be putting that software in live hopefully Thursday or Friday. Yeah, the MMDVM hotspots are a heck of a lot cheaper, and you could put them together a lot cheaper if you don't buy them pre-made, which I had, and I just actually upgraded the one tonight here live. A lot cheaper way. The openspot is very, very expensive and sometimes not very stable, but it is a good way for me or anybody else to cross mode into from DStar to DMR very easily when the system works.
Which it didn't the other day.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I was kind of interested in doing that because in my local area, it's more Fusion that everybody uses. But through the PiStar, I'm able to cross mode from a DMR handheld that I have. So I haven't given that a shot yet, but I've been hearing everything on Fusion, so hopefully that works for me.
Yeah, you probably got a better chance of getting Fusion to work easier than DStar. You got the hardest one to work, at least in my eyes. I remember the first time I used DStar, I was like, what? You got to do all this? And I didn't have my PiStar collators incorrectly. I had to put a space in, which is not documented anywhere. So it took me like 2 days to figure out, why did that bubble just pop up there? That's weird. So it took me a few days to figure that out.
What happened there? What happened to my video there?
Yeah, the registration for the DStar was a little bit difficult for me. I ended up going through a local repeater, found their website, emailed the guy. He did kind of a registration for me. And then I had to log back in and change my password because I didn't know what it was. But yeah, that was a kind of a long ways around of getting it.
I just worked Spain on 20.
Hey, do you want to know how complicated DStar is?
Yeah, Hamstick Eric right now that's on DStar or trying to get DStar to work is still getting having some complex issues right now. So
good for you for getting it going.
1 second.
The former president of the United States still can't get on
thanks a lot.
DStar.
I won't keep you. I was just wanting to jump in there and say hi and say thanks and enjoy the content.
Copy that, Jacob. Feel free to watch again this coming end of the week there, Thursday and Friday. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting frustrated and trying to update the PiStar with the, God, I forget the name of the software already. You just said it with the 4 letters. It starts with a W and there's a D in there somewhere. I'll give that a shot, see how frustrated I get and have people yell at me in the chat. No, you're doing it wrong. Thank you, Frank. WSPD software. But enjoy, man. And don't forget to check out XLX344 Charlie. You can have at it and talk as long as you want without having to worry about people being sad hams with you.
Yeah, roger that.
Too fast.
Yeah, I usually check in every time you go live. I'm always watching. I'm always in the chat, but I usually don't participate too much. But yeah, the XLX344, I was on that. I was listening, but that was during the time when I couldn't transmit. I had a setting in the radio that was switched, so it wouldn't let me transmit, but I could hear.
Yeah, copy that. There's a lot of things that you need to have just perfectly right. Actually, you do with most digital modes, but DStar seems to be a little bit more sensitive to that, where some of the stuff will work and some of the other stuff won't. So cool deal. Glad you got it working. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm trying to stay up as long as I can because I got to adjust back to nights. I had to work mornings the last 3 mornings in a row. So I was been getting up before 6, before 5 the last couple mornings, and now I got to stay up till I think I get off at 12 a.m. tomorrow night.
It's gonna be a very tired time.
Yeah, I understand that. I've done that before too. But yeah, like I say, I won't keep you. I gotta get to bed myself. I gotta get up 4 o'clock in the morning also.
Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like button.
11:20 here local time, so I'll say 73 and I'll let you go.
Copy that, man. Hope to hear again from you when I doing some testing there with that other what's it called? The other software. God, I'm losing it already. On Thursday, Friday. Take care, Jacob. K89JIJ. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Once again, it's WPSD software.
I just worked South Africa, Spain, and Kenya on 20.
Yeah, but can you sign up for
open.
DStar?
I did, but it took a long time.
You know, the former president of the United States doesn't have DStar. I asked him, and this is what he said.
DStar has to be the most complicated digital mode to get registered. Everyone says how great it is, but I can't get my account approved.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh, Jacob. Jake.
What is OA1F?
Well, there you go.
OA1F. Is that Peru?
I don't know. wsjtx won't tell me.
Oh, it is Peru. Just looked it up.
Yeah, Peru's on 20. I don't think I've worked Peru.
Why not?
I don't know if I can reach Peru.
Oh, Sam is here.
I've been trying.
What about me?
I said
You
Sam
didn't
is
see?
here.
Snuck in here.
Oh, I don't have Sam's sound effect.
Oh boy, I'm getting nervous now. I'm gonna have a bunch of people yelling at me on Thursday night, or Friday night, whenever I get that thing going. So I'm gonna upgrade that new Pi-Star.
Oh, you're going to use the new dashboard?
That new Pi-Star I'm getting on hopefully on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, Sam, I got some for you. I have to convert it real quick.
Come on, Eric.
Sorry, I didn't have it ready.
Soundboard.
What's that?
Said I need that soundboard.
It's in SonoBus.
No. I mean the celebrity voice thing.
So I think that you're fantastic, Sam. And I think that even though you're tech, you're still amazing. But I did ask Morgan Freeman, and what did he have to say?
Here we go.
One of the most important things to consider is that one of us has not upgraded their license.
Oh.
Did he say operated or upgraded?
Upgraded.
Oh.
Remember to unlink your stuff,
trying.
by the way.
Unlink what stuff?
Your DStar stuff. Don't stay latched.
Don't
to
worry.
it.
Don't worry. I'm not linked. I'm so not linked. I own notlinked.net.
Not linked.
Unlinked 5.59.
I need to make a sound effect of that.
Not linked.
Hold on. Let me go to my Google.
Here we
You
go.
are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Here we go.
Not linked.
We should get that sound effect, by the way.
You
Not
are
linked.
the weakest link.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I need to make that.
It's not linked. Hey, at least the video did. I only crapped out once tonight. For some reason, a bubble showed up, and I was trying to talk to poor Jake there, and I don't know. Very weird stuff.
Did you
tonight.
put your stuff together?
You got the wrong one, I think, right?
What are we referring to, stuff wise?
Did you get a new Pi-Star?
Yeah, I did it earlier. Probably hour one of this, almost 3 hours, over 3 hours now. And I put my
Greg, go to notlinked.net.
Why?
And just bring it up on the screen. I think it's published by now.
I'm worried to see what this is going to be.
Notlink.net. It doesn't say anything.
Yep.
Is that it?
What?
Oh, I should
Safari
put a hamstick
cannot
on there.
find it.
What am I doing here?
No, not linked. Not link.
Not linked? With a D? ED?
Yeah, like not linked.
Oh. But you said not link. How did you do that?
Wait, does it say Hamstick Eric or does it just
says Eric?
Oh yeah, it might take a minute to
Do you own
pull
this?
Yes,
domain?
yes, I own it. Yeah, yeah, I own.
That gets the old.
I'm gonna have to save this one there.
You're gonna save not linked.net?
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna put it in my favorites.
Put that in your. Put that in as one of the like website things on your OBS.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should do
put it
like
as a screen. Yeah.
I should do a thing where like you can pass in like notlink.net / like Greg or whatever, and then like put a thing in there so it'll tell you whether you're linked or not linked.
You know what? I just noticed something. This looks like Eric's face here.
Are you gonna pull it up on the?
This is Eric's face.
Wait, it says can't find the server.
Oh boy!
Oh, Seth is missing all this. He's probably asleep or doing whatever in his hotel room. And
Greg, it said that you can't find the server. Are you on the right website?
What are you talking about?
I thought I saw on your screen.
That was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is my YouTube delayed?
Yeah.
You watching YouTube or are you watching?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
You watching YouTube? This is Eric's face.
Yeah. So I can see the comments.
Dude, do the pop-out chat and then get in Discord.
No, I'm on Discord, but I like seeing the chat.
Do the pop-out chat. Throw it in. How many monitors you have?
2.
All right.
You got plenty of space.
Take the chat, pop it out, throw it in a second monitor, and then come to Discord and watch it. Watch Greg live while you're still monitoring chat.
You have got to be one of the saddest hams I've ever met.
And Lawrence, is Lawrence still here?
No, that was for whoever was trying to like. I should have done this one.
I wish you years of pain and suffering.
I see Lawrence in the chat.
We got to get that sound effect. He's going to hate me for that. The aloha.
Just go rip it out of the video.
I know. I got to. I just been so busy. And I'm still not getting that many contacts. So I'm shutting the FT8 off. The fake ham radio off tonight.
I have so many sound effects.
Just be careful with them. We have 33 likes. Anybody? Do you think we can make it to 35? We can do it.
Greg, I'll be right back. My carbon monoxide alarm is going off.
I want to be going soon, and I have to pee really bad.
I liked the video before I joined all the madness on the back end.
What videos?
Well, the live stream.
Oh, you mean when we played Hamstick Eric's video? Hamstick Eric.
No, before I got on Discord and SonoBus.
Uh-huh.
I went to YouTube to do the pop-out chat.
Uh-huh.
And I clicked the thumbs up button before I closed YouTube out after I got the pop-out.
Oh, I got you. We're up to 33 likes. Thumbs up.
I don't know why my carbon monoxide alarm is going off.
You got to change your battery out.
No, it's powered.
Really?
Don't matter.
Yeah. I just logged in. Someone's on my win link.
33. Come on. Couple more. I sound like Jerry Lewis or what's that? Dr. Gene Scott. Remember that? Ever heard of that guy? I don't know how old you guys are.
Who?
Dr. Gene Scott. He used to just say, get on a telephone. Give me some money. He was a televangelist. He loved transmitters and shortwave.
Okay, I'll be right back. I got to go reset my alarms.
All right. Since I got a few more minutes, I'm gonna have to shoot for 40 then.
Are you you're working tomorrow night, right?
Working the next 2 nights. Let me see if I can find some of this. Dr. Gene Scott. Man, he was a scumbag, I heard. Now his daughter's doing the same thing.
Did your fellow workers work night or?
What?
Race.
Yes, I know some people that work the race tonight in Daytona.
Okay.
I got to be careful with copyright with some of this video. So
I have so many random sounds on this soundboard I don't use.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back. I have a an alarm that lets me know when someone's using my WinLink node. It's the carbon monoxide alarm.
34 likes. 34 likes. Come on. Get on the telephone. Give me some money.
How many people are watching?
Don't give me money and don't send me anything. 29. So it's going to be hard because you guys probably already liked it. So if you have multiple accounts, I've been going for 3 hours and 11 minutes and I've not gotten up to go pee. That's a record for me.
All right.
3 hours.
How many bottles?
What?
How many bottled waters have you killed tonight?
3. This is going to be my third one.
Just need to set up like a catheter so when you're live streaming, you can just
Or
go
a
while
pee
you're
bottle.
live on air.
Or a Gatorade bottle.
A bottle.
Diaper, Greg.
Yeah.
Diaper.
Diaper's so
Gatorade
it make me
bottle.
feel- I
underneath
just hit
the
35.
camera.
Do you think we can do 40?
Greg,
Am I,
can
am I
just
getting
switched-
too greedy here? Come on, hit that like button. Get in there.
Greg, I hate to burst your bubble, but I am over 10% of your likes.
How? You have 10 accounts? Hamstick Eric?
There's
36.
I liked
4
it
more.
on 4 different accounts.
I don't even have 4. And I got to be careful because I've been like commenting on people's videos that are not ham related. They're like,
That's why I
what are
have
those
multiple accounts.
What are those letters after your name? I'm like First Amendment audits and stuff.
Yeah, so like
change.
my K6-8 or the ham radio one, was specific for only ham radio stuff, and I needed the other one, so I have Hamstick Eric as like the one I go and use for other YouTube.
Ooh, 39. Look at that.
And then I have
think we're gonna
fake
hit that.
accounts for fake account purposes.
I don't like going incognito. My Twitter is my real name, my real picture.
Oh no, this is for giveaways.
Oh.
Eric, let me ask you.
Now I have
'cause-
38. How did that happen? Somebody hit it again. Oh, now I have 39
Eric,
again.
let me ask you. How do you make multiple accounts? Do you see? I'm signed in through Google on YouTube. Do you have to make multiple accounts? Can you use the same email address or
Yes.
Yes, same email address. If you go to the top right corner and you click on a thing and do like switch account, you can make more.
Oh, okay.
I'm 1 away from
Okay.
40. I didn't think I was going to get 35. I'm 1 away from 40.
Come on, people, make it happen.
There you go, Greg. I gave you a 5th like.
Really? Let me it's probably going to make it big.
And I have now
No.
liked it with 6 of my accounts.
I went down to 38 from 39.
Frank, I'm not talking to you tonight, sir.
Ooh, wow. Somebody's upset.
I see 40 on
Are
my
y'all
screen.
hearing my
Really?
sound effects?
No.
we're not hearing your sound effects.
Okay, just making sure.
40. I,
was just,
hit
scrolling
40.
through 'em.
Woohoo! I can go pee now. Thank you guys for letting me go pee.
What is 6 out of 40? How many percentage?
Oh, I'll wait for Ryan. We'll get another one maybe. I hope you like my 4K graphics there that are down converted to 1080p.
Greg, I am 15% of your likes on today's stream.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Is it getting likes? 42 now. Wow. Holy moly. Gosh, this is great. I should have done this earlier.
What if you do a 9-hour stream?
No, I'm not doing it. But I want to do a stream one night where I get 100 likes. 100 likes.
Hold on. Is Andy Cowley here?
Andy?
We got to burn his ears, man.
Andy. Get your on the table. Come home.
I have a sound effect ready for Andy Cowley.
Andy, he's probably jumped in here at some point. He might be rolling out of bed there in the UK. He probably has a list of ham radio YouTube sites he's looking for right now. I literally
Frank's not
see
gonna
him.
work, dude.
What's that?
I'm talking to Frank. It's not going to work if you type in et and you type in Andy and Andy Kelly doesn't pop up,
Yeah, he's not in the
it's
chat.
not going to tag him.
I don't see him in the
Yeah.
chat because I can look at participants here. Actually, there's only 5 of you in here. That's weird. No, there's more than 5 watching though. 44. Wow. Okay. No, I might one night, maybe in the summer when I got a couple days off in a row.
I tuned in and like near the end, he was looking rough.
Yes, he was.
But he got like 200 more subscribers at that one live stream I heard.
Dude,
I was trying to figure out what bands he was on.
I can't remember, but he did take some breaks. Brief, but
his eyes were just like barely open.
Yes.
You got to go doo-doo at some point.
Well, that's what I
Right?
said. He took breaks to get water, maybe eat or go to the bathroom, but he was consistent on the live stream for a full 24 hours.
You
Wow.
can get some serious watch time in.
Ham Radio DX.
45? Come on, just 45. 45. Can I do it? Come on. Actually, you guys are the ones doing it, not me.
Greg, you got to like it with your own alternate accounts.
You know what? That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Greg, you know, the sad thing is I haven't promoted tonight yet. And since
Why
you're
is that
about
sad?
to leave,
I'm
What?
getting a commercial on my own account. What the heck?
Hashtag monetized.
It's not monetized though.
Apparently it is for YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. So
I showed proper people my settings, and Sam is one of them.
Yes.
Now you're going to get a copyright strike for showing a copyrighted ad from your own channel.
You know what's funny is when I
might.
got on here to set all this up, Greg, I did not see an ad pop up when I went to YouTube on the web to get the pop out chat. So
I just got
I
an
did
ad
not
on my
see
own
it.
account though, and I have premium, so I don't know what that means. Now I have 46 likes, by the way.
Do you have premium on your alternate account?
How do I make that active?
I don't know.
Do I have to
don't
pay for that
premium.
extra?
I have an ad blocker.
no, Eric, he's talking about, like I said, how do you make a separate account?
Well, I have a bunch of different. I'm not going to show them because they're personal, but
On YouTube?
you have to pay for per account. Really? I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So if anyone wants to know Greg's other accounts, it's Egghead Greg 2, the Gregster 1514,
Mr. Tesla.
Actually, one of them is my real name, and I have a family account and some other crap.
the Greg Show.
Wait, your real name? So your real name's not Greg?
Well, it's not. I don't have it. Greg K6EGG. It's just Greg Prosser.
Oh,
I got 46 likes. I'm pretty happy, even though most of them were like duplicates. 47.
thinking
Wow.
your-
Someone's going at it. I might
was
hit
thinking your
50.
I thought I was thinking your middle name was part of alter ego.
Okay, so this week we're gonna try to do a 100 like live stream. I'll have a like counter, just for the heck of it.
Like Kyle has a please copy counter.
A what?
Please copy. Like when
Oh.
when you make a comment, somebody says, all right, K6EGG, please copy. This is KM4EEO.
That's awesome. KC3RPU. We got to do one of the nights when he gets on. He's a super nice dude, by the way. How many times
Yeah.
he says his call letters in like 5 minutes? Like do a count.
Well, you could do a please copy one for POTA. People saying QSL like every 15 seconds.
Oh man. Good thing you guys didn't hear that.
Hear what?
Exactly.
I heard it. I got ears. I heard
There
it.
is no way you heard that.
You just poop?
I hit the safe button. I have a safe button here for you guys, so just in case.
I was hoping I was going to see.
I heard it. It was halfway.
I was hoping I was going to see
your-
Mr. Please Copy this weekend on the air, but I didn't run across him.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred's got gas.
Not like Seth that one night.
All right,
dude, that was awesome. It was all quiet, and it's like, sorry.
And he denied it for like 2 months.
He did. It's
He
like, just
did.
mess up, man. It's all right.
And I'm gonna tell everybody knows here that, you know, with all my allergies and my coughing and whatnot, and I mute myself through most of the stream, and I unmute just to talk. But I walked away to get some water. I came back, put the headphones on. I heard that noise, and I was muted. Greg was losing his shit, and I unmuted. I said, "What's going on?" And Seth's like, "Oh no."
Yeah, sure. Hey, anybody new joining us? Because I just saw a couple new people join in. Hit that like button real quick.
Yeah,
This is
and
just
join
a
us on
science experiment
Discord.
tonight.
If we don't get 50 likes, Greg
Oh.
has to sleep outside this evening.
Dude, I don't know if I can make it to 50.
50 likes or Greg sleeps on the porch.
We'll have to try the 100 likes this weekend or this Thursday or Friday. Hopefully, maybe.
If
So
you
what's your schedule this week?
So I won't be on tomorrow. I'll be working out in the beautiful rain of Southern California. I won't be on Wednesday, but I will be on Thursday and Friday. So I'm looking forward to. Let me see after that. And then I have next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. I'm actually getting a new AC put in, which I just found out the price of that is. Holy shit.
Oh, what about 12? 10,
Yeah.
12?
You were right on the money. 12.5.
I know we've had our AC replaced here at the house.
Holy shit.
And you have multiple ACs, right?
Yeah, that's just one AC I'm replacing. I got to replace another one
Yeah,
later.
we only have one here.
Did it work good after you got the new one?
Oh yeah.
It's probably cheaper too to run it. I have a 22-year-old AC, so I'm sure it's a lot more efficient. Oh, we got 2 new people watching. We maybe got new victims that hit like buttons.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hit the like button, boys and girls, whatever you identify as. A hamstick, maybe. A Chase.
Chase needs a moniker.
Frank,
Sam.
Thursday and Friday, I know are the big guys go live.
I go on later than most of the people, so I'm late night.
Well, what Frank blasted me in the Discord, he was like, "Oh, he's gonna go live while Kyle's streaming." I'm like, "Oh, I forgot Kyle was streaming."
Kyle was streaming tonight?
Yeah, he streamed at 8:00 Central. AA0Z.
Yeah, he was right on the edge end of when I started because I waited till after TO was done. I don't want to do it over TO. TO and Jimbo over there.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
All right. So what do we have to make it to 50 now? I don't think I'm going to do it. Shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
will.
2 more away.
What is it at?
Come on, dude.
I waited till after 6 because I definitely did it after 6.
And then, but that would be 6:00 your time is when Kyle went live.
I went after 6, so 6:30, I think.
All right, Seth, it's time to break out your
2 more. Help me out, boys. Oh, 1 more. Somebody got in the other account. I try my best, but sometimes there's only a small window where I can stream.
Yeah, I know. Frank didn't get that, but I understand.
I probably went over like 20 minutes.
50.
Of it.
I see 50.
Really? All right. I can go pee. Holy moly. I don't even know if I'm going to. You guys ever watch Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
The guy pees for like 45 minutes or whatever. He's like sitting there, standing there peeing. They just turn, after 5 minutes, they turn around and look at him. He's still peeing. That's what I'm going to probably do right now. But I appreciate everybody hitting that like button. I appreciate it. That might be the most likes I've gotten. So I think we could do 50 or 100. We're
What are you
halfway
up
there
to
right
now?
now. And I didn't even try. 50 right now. 50 likes.
I think that is a record for you.
That might be a record. I think that the video I put up with the IFB got more, but that almost got 30,000 views. I was pretty surprised. So I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Made a bunch of contacts on FT8, which I wasn't even trying today, with my wire in the back, with not even up in the air. But you guys have anything to say before I go?
Y'all take care, and we'll catch y'all next one.
I don't know if my sound effects work.
I don't think they do. Don't play a lot of them, though. Lawrence will get mad.
Play one. That's probably why nobody hears them.
Greg gets very upset if you play too many.
Yes.
I was just trying to play one.
Sorry, it doesn't work, man. All right, we're out of here.
Yeah, I need to figure
Thanks, Chase, Sam, and Mr. Hamstick. Shane, take care. See ya. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.